Let's see.
405 Freeway episode, baby. Avoid the 405, especially right now, probably. You do not want to do that.
It's not the 405 you want to. Isn't it the 101?
Oh, well, I'm talking about specifically with traffic around this time.
I thought I was being topical. My bad.
Well, yes, you do want to avoid the 101 right now. Maybe a little bit of the 5.
Bad.
I think the 5 will be okay right now, but maybe the 710, take that. Yeah. I don't know.
I was on the 710 Saturday.
Hey, no, I wasn't.
My favorite freeway, I think we talked about this before, but the 210 is just,
it's
love
a great
freeway. I love it.
Until you get to Rancho Cucamonga, there's some issues there.
Once you get out of like LA County,
you pass
I think like it's a good way to get into LA without like the cramness of it. You know?
Oh yeah.
Hey, you go all the way around instead of right through.
Just
Do you take it back this way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do that in the 134, I guess, to the 210, and then I'll take that.
So you take the 134 does turn it. You don't need to take the 2 at any point.
No,
to cut across.
I just coast right past the 2. I've done that before, during like extreme traffic.
Oh yeah,
had to go up that mountain and whatnot.
When I go to like my parents' place, sometimes I'll do the 134, the 210 to the 605 to the 60.
Oh yeah,
and then Hacienda Boulevard.
You ever get on the 71?
Yeah,
it's a small one. It's just to get to a little Corona down there.
When you go under,
it's good.
Oh, that one lane.
Oh
yeah. It's Hacienda Road. It's a long road, right? I think I took that to your engagement.
Yeah,
party.
when you go down the big old hill.
Yeah, down the hill.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let's talk more freeway strategies here.
Comment below your favorite freeway in Southern California.
Freeway, baby?
If you say the 91, you're crazy. You're crazy.
You're out of your mind.
That does go through Fullerton, though, right?
It does.
There's an El Pollo Loco in Fullerton.
Yeah. Oh, Poco Loco.
Special place in my heart, because that's the one my grandparents went to.
Oh, shout out to El Pollo Loco, and shout out to everybody here watching the Wanger Show. Episode 405, which is what we were talking about freeways this morning. Thank you very much. This episode is brought to you by Freeways. Are you a fan of 3 lanes or 4?
I got so excited thinking we had an actual sponsor on the show.
No,
for a second.
I thought
was
forever.
Like, hold up.
It's been a minute.
Squarespace call us.
Manspace. Mansplain. This episode is brought to you by Mansplain.
405.
405.
The Pokemon tonight, guys, is Luxray.
Luxray. I saw her dance at the body shop. I paid her $5.
That's
come
it?
Talk to me. Well, normally you put down a 1.
Oh, sure.
I put down a 5 and said,
Crinkly
come talk
1.
to me after, and she did.
Yeah.
And I got a dance for my friend who was it was his bachelor party.
I've never been to one of those establishments.
You want to go? You want to go?
I don't think I'm the vibe. I'd be too awkward. Like, how does it?
No, you'd be great.
I'd walk you through. Hey, like, what do you recommend? Like, what are you supposed to fucking do in these situations?
You say no to the VIP table. That's a waste of money.
Okay.
You get usually no alcohol if it's full nude. Get yourself a Red Bull.
Okay.
Sit down there and just cop a squat. Watch the proceedings. Let them come to you.
Okay.
And they've come up to me and I said, no, I'm not really interested at a dance tonight. And they're like, cool. They go on to their job.
I'd feel like I would hurt feelings. I'd be like, no, thanks. They'd be like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Oh, there's no feelings hurt in
okay.
there.
Okay.
No.
This is going to be a future video.
I'm not going to go to a strip club, guys.
Okay.
Come on now.
Wanger strip
club. Come on, go to the body shop.
Patreon, maybe. No, I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that.
What if they paid?
Who paid?
For your dance?
What if Laser Bolt gives a high dollar donation?
I'd love to explain that to my wife when I get home. Look, you don't understand. We got hundreds of dollars in Super Chat.
Honey, we
gotta
have to
get
go.
I mean,
come with.
Come with.
It's an immediate diffuser. It helps.
Exactly.
It's a great idea to bring a lady.
Yeah. Fair trade-off. You go to the body shop display, take her to Down Under in Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
That's not a strip club, though. That's like
it's a review. But here's the thing. The truth is, I don't think, and you could bring in Amber to prove this, but I don't think a lot of ladies like watching the flapping dinglings.
Oh.
Like it's not an enjoyable thing to watch.
Like it's not the same. Like it's an aggressive organ.
Sure.
Oh, okay. I mean, maybe swinging dong in like shows and stuff.
But
I think it's more like the chest, maybe to like to accompany the crotch.
Yeah.
Maybe like it's like the full package that they would like to see.
I
would like
to see that.
Okay.
How do you do that?
Yeah.
How's that going for you? Okay. Maybe we'll make it work.
Yeah.
All right. Ken.
Okay.
Welcome back, sir. You're back.
Good to be here.
Take it to the body shop.
Dylan Barry's on the driving range, golfing and listening to us. Hopefully,
Hey,
hopefully, really loud right now, and everyone at the driving range is
Talking
hearing
about
that.
strip clubs.
They're like, I know the body shop.
Yeah.
I love
Man.
that place.
I haven't been to a driving range in a very long time. Can we go?
I haven't
Can we
been to a
do
strip
this?
club.
We-
We'll
we
do a
hang
whole
out,
day.
guys?
What
We'll
have
do,
you done?
Come on.
We'll do a strip club. We'll do a bowling alley.
Yeah.
We'll do some golf.
Yeah.
You know,
Laser
tag.
Oh, look at you guys are the cutest.
Best friends.
Damn right. Did you see that? That was weird.
That was
I
perfect.
pushed the button. Anyway,
Yes, like
no.
most men, you push the button, but nothing happens.
Hey,
I swear to God, this never happened.
Ken, welcome back to the show.
Good to be here. It's back here in April.
Yes, you're here now in June.
June.
And times are very weird. Times were weird in April. They're weird now.
Times, as Alan Smithy, who I saw last week at my show, says, gnarly.
Gnarly. Shout out, Alan.
So
yeah,
Alan introduced himself to you, but not to Christian at the show? Because he mentioned that last week, that
Yeah,
he was
he's-
at the show.
Yeah, he was
Wow.
like, I was watching you. I was like, oh.
So he introduced himself to
He
Ken, but
was-
not to Christian.
Like a row in front of you. It was a
Oh.
smaller attended crowd.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, I know where you were in the back. He was like right there.
Oh, wow.
I made myself known. I walked in. I said, I'm here.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, I'm
Nobody
here.
cared.
I showed up.
That's what I say when I walk into strip clubs. I'm like, I'm here, guys.
Oh, Mr. Cody.
Mr. Cody is back. Yeah, world. Yeah, how we doing? How you boys doing?
Doing okay.
Doing all
You
right.
doing?
Yeah.
You know,
I've
hanging in there.
been better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
like the idea of having Ken on every 8 weeks and just like, you know.
I mean, at this point,
I have a little more free time on my hands. You know.
you can be the third host if you want. We'll give you
yeah.
the job. It doesn't pay.
There's
Look,
another
I mean,
chair.
well, no, eventually we can. Maybe
You
we get
used
there.
to. Did you? Was that a different couch when you had Brian on?
No?
No,
That was his name, right?
Yeah.
The couch?
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. We had to change the couch after JD Vance.
You'd squeeze us in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was
Do you
this.
remember how many couch options you sent when you were
Oh, God,
looking
so
into building
many.
this
So
whole setup here?
fucking many.
I remember I want to say there were like 12 couch options. And
Probably.
I was like, honestly, whatever you're feeling here, buddy, because it's
That's the
it's
thing.
overwhelming.
I
It's too
didn't-
many. If it was
yeah.
like 2 options, I'd be like, I can pick A or B.
I think I knew in the back of my mind that you guys were. Well, Brian never responded to anything, but
I want to say I picked this
you
one.
probably did.
I said
yeah.
it was a good choice, or like
Yeah.
I'd be cool with that.
Yeah. But I think in the back of my mind, I was always thinking, well, they're probably thinking it's my place, so they're like, whatever you want. Yeah.
That as well.
I was
Yeah.
like, well, it's our
'cause you
studio.
got-
Yeah.
It's our studio.
It's our studio. You can come in here whenever you want. You want to come in here, record something, you're more than welcome.
Was all this brought for the show? Like the tables and all this?
I think so.
I'm trying to remember if any of this was yours already. The rug, I think, was new as well.
Yes, the rug was
you
new.
all went out.
Yeah.
all out.
The old chair.
Old chair. The old
Yeah.
chair's still out, and we use that in my
Oh,
living
right,
room.
right.
And then I got this one, so much better.
Yeah.
No, nothing was like. I was like, I need room for my books, especially Cody's penis book,
Of course, yes.
and
That's
so I
it's
put that
essential.
down here. Yeah, there you
Need a
go.
lot of room
Yeah.
for that. Yeah.
How to live with the
yeah.
huge penis.
Hey,
All right. I mean,
So
I'll
there
read
it is.
I'll read it anyways.
There
Don't
you
have
go.
that issue, but
but no, nothing. I put all my you know what, and then I put shot glasses underneath there because I didn't
Right.
want to put them up there. I had way too many
shots.
shots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they just evolve over time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Manny's late. We noticed.
God damn it.
We
God,
noticed.
you didn't get the notification.
We noticed.
That's why
Manny.
no one's fucking here.
We didn't
Okay,
notice. It's
Hold
okay.
on though. Manny, do you think they were gonna go at another time?
Oh shit.
We've been the same. Well, I shouldn't say the same time for 5 years or so because we
were like
bounced back between 7 or 8.
Yeah.
But-
I used to be like, hey, when you guys need me, you'd be like,
Yeah.
6:30. Then
Yeah,
now you're
I know.
like,
Whatever.
8.
Hope you don't have plans tonight because this is going to be your
I
plans.
do kind of miss the
Yeah.
Thursday recording. No,
We did not do.
We did not. That was
Thursdays.
schmoes.
I think we always did
schmoes,
Monday night
no.
recording.
Yeah,
we
you're
would just
right.
like release on Wednesdays before it was
Oh,
live.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
because I had to
told us.
Yeah.
fucking edit it. God,
Yeah.
I
those are
love the old
worst
Monday
days.
night, like back, like it helped the work week, you know, like it collided.
Sure.
Like, like the first night, you're hanging out with your buds.
Oh
talking.
yeah,
Like, it was good.
yeah. I remember having a
Yeah.
job. Arcadia says so true. Thank you. Fabricio says I'm here, and that's
What's up,
Hey,
Fabricio?
what up,
Hello.
guys?
Manny says, no, I was mid-card game, so wasn't looking at my phone. I lost the game, sadly. Well, you know,
Sorry to hear that.
Shit
buddy.
happens.
Sorry.
shit happens.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Ken, you're here at a very weird and interesting time.
Yeah.
Battle Los Angeles. You ever seen it?
I like that movie.
I do like that movie
Honestly,
a
I
lot.
think that movie's underrated.
The movie's pretty cool.
Straightforward, but I
thought
like
it was okay, but the crowd I was with fucking loved it. Standing ovation,
really?
applause. I was like, what is happening in
Do you
Lake
remember
Forest?
Do you remember the trailer for that movie?
Yeah.
That song.
Did that start like the slow, like
maybe
moody trailer craze?
I forget the name of that song, but we used that song as like an intro for our metal band.
I don't know.
Like, and it bled into our very first song. It was pretty fucking cool.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what's not amazing is what happened in Los Angeles. I don't like it. I don't like it. So yeah, for those who
hard to not talk about.
Haven't I do want to I guess put a little stamp in the beginning that we're probably going to get a little serious. The title is not a joke. We'll get a little serious. We'll try not to keep things too down because after all,
sorry, I gotta stop.
We
sorry.
do like to keep things pretty light. We do like to keep things light, and there's gonna be some lightness. There's gonna be some fun.
Oh yeah.
But we do want to talk about what's happening right now because it is very important. Because there's riots in the streets.
Oh
there's
my God!
looting.
It's a war zone.
It's a war zone down there, and those poor police, those ICE agents who are wearing those masks. Those poor guys
couldn't even stay at their nice hotel in Pasadena. They got kicked out of it.
Oh, they did, huh?
They did.
Yeah.
They weren't allowed in Glendale either, I think.
Yeah,
right?
Glendale said no, you're not allowed here. So for those who are, if for whatever reason
you know what's going on,
or if you're from out of the country, you don't know what's happening in Los Angeles right now. But on Friday, there were several ICE raids that had taken place, followed by several peaceful protests. And then throughout the weekend and currently now, the protests are still happening. And as it kind of progressed, the National Guard was called upon without any sort of authorization from the state's governor. And now, as of recording this, several hundred Marines are on their way to Los Angeles to who the fuck knows what. It's a goddamn mess right now.
Chief of LAPD put out a statement basically saying that.
Yeah.
Going, yes, we have received word, but we've not heard from them. We don't know what they're going to do or how they're going to
I've seen that a lot across the board, that they didn't even know these raids were taking place. They didn't know any of this information.
They don't.
And to give them credit, they are not participating with their raids. They're simply just trying to keep the peace. Are there? Well, yeah. I mean, if there are some aggressions happening back and forth, and I don't know. It's really gross.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying in regards to LAPD and sheriffs and looks. They have whether you agree with it or not, their mandate to protect public and property.
Mm-hmm.
It's always going to be a point of contention. It's always going to be.
There's a history.
There's a history.
There's a history with.
I don't. Having known a lot of people on that side and worked with people and been in those kind of public safety situations myself, sometimes, you can't have uncontrolled mob screaming around and doing things because of what potentially happens by bad actors. But outside of that, we can set that aside because no sympathy for them right now. But just there has been an interesting Burbank PD actually put out a statement that Friday, we won't comply with the federal immigration laws and everything. Yeah.
Shout out Burbank. Yeah. And the raids started off in I think they started in downtown LA on Saturday. They were in Paramount. There were reports of ICE in Whittier. That's closer to my home. I think they're trying to do it in Pasadena as well.
Well, so that thing was unsubstantiated.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Which we can, as we go everywhere in this conversation, one of the things I didn't want to talk about is it's hard to get information out now.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I get angry at Elon is forget what I think about him.
Oh, we have to talk about that stuff too.
Twitter and Twitter's always it's been accessible, but Twitter still worked as a form of communication in terms of news. Earthquake hits, you go to Twitter, and you don't. Yes, I get Cody getting a joke going, a great joke about the earthquake, Cody. But I'd also get a Geological Society giving me information on the earthquake.
Yeah.
We've lost it. So Saturday I was on the road. I had to go down to Seal Beach, and I was on the 710. One of my favorite freeways. Actually, it's not one of my favorite freeways. It's a horrible freeway. But I was, it's always a slog anyways, but we came to a stop. 710 and Alondra was the exit, and I see 40 CHP officers sitting around kind of bored. I see about 30 people on the overpass. I was like, oh, okay, this is the first clue I've had that something's going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's the exit to like Paramount.
Yeah.
And everything. But even that, as an epicenter of what was going on Saturday, I was delayed 20 seconds. Like we stopped for 20 seconds. There's nothing going on that requires Title 10 to, be invoked to bring the National Guard out.
No, the flirting with the Insurrection Act, like none of that shit. And I think that's what's really been. I mean, obviously, I think just the ICE raids in general are disgusting because I think what like this administration had ran off is that they were gonna deport criminals.
Yes.
And that was loosely used because when you think criminal, oh yes, a violent offense, like a real heinous crime, as opposed to just being here without proper documentation, which is not a criminal offense. And the fact that they're just going to places where people are working or trying to get work really upsets me because they're not like violent. I mean, who fucking knows? But for the most part, they're just fucking family members trying to live their lives, work the jobs that they can get, and they're being like, it was like up to 100-something people that were potentially taken just from that Friday. I don't know what's happening on Saturday or Sunday, and like those are family members just ripped away, like from their kids, from their family. And
it's the well said, and it's a good summary of it, and just why it's different. And people will point out that under previous administrations there's deportations because immigration is always going to be, I'll say, an issue, but not even that's sometimes too strong of a word for me personally. Of course, as all countries have to deal with it. I was joking with a friend. A friend sent me a list of like, hey, here's some cities to move to in the rest of the world. And I was like, great. I'm not going to those because Putin's going to take all 8 of those in World War III. But there's another country, Norway, I'd like to go to. It's fucking hard to get into Norway. Immigration is a complicated, and I don't want to use the word nuance, but it's a complicated issue. So there's always going to be rest. I think you and I watched the same clip. Being in a country without proper permission, I'm butchering it, is a civil thing. It could be up to a fine, or in some cases deportation. The difference now is the removal of due process, and the times that you're hearing, as the Supreme Court has said, hey, that person you sent away was not illegal.
They were here,
and not a criminal. Bring them back.
No, we're not going to do that.
No.
It becomes a much bigger issue, as opposed to just like, they're not here. This is my land. This is my country. Get them out of here. And it's like, what made me kind of think about it after seeing everything, and it just, I don't know if this is a hot take. I don't think it is. I don't give a fuck if they're here without the proper documentation. I don't care. Because you know why? It doesn't fucking impact you in any way. How is it someone here being illegally trying to work their own job? How does that impact you in your everyday life? Because what's going to happen is when they're deported, it's not going to impact your way either way anyways. So why the fuck is it bothering you? It's bothering you because you're fucking racist.
They're buying into like the criminal aspect of
yes.
it. Like,
yes.
They're like, well, they're criminals. Christian.
They're criminals. They have to get out of here. But no, they're not. They're literally just trying to
preach, my brother.
They're trying to just make their lives it's what happened. It's the fucking American dream. Like
land of the free.
Land of the free.
It is what you're saying too. Is like for me personally, if you're saying, hey, we have some actual people in town that are part of this particular gang, and we have evidence, okay, I'll hear you out. Because I worked in that public safety world.
Absolutely.
But it's the 12 dudes waiting at Home Depot to get work.
Like,
I don't imagine.
You're real fucking tough, ICE. Real good on you guys.
And kids at elementary schools or kids. And again, I always caution, be careful of sometimes footage. There was footage shared this weekend that was from 2020. There's a lot of people.
Oh, by James Woods?
Yeah, exactly. Or someone actually shared they're shooting at the helicopters. It was from a video game.
Yeah.
But it's the people in our lives who will take that and run. I had in my hometown. They're trying to add some low-income housing on a plot of land that has been empty the entire time I've been alive. So the entire time I've been alive, this part in my hometown, which is a small hometown, has an empty giant plot of land, like giant. And they're thinking of building a hotel. Okay, you can talk about that. How does that impact traffic, this, that, and some, quote, low-income housing. There's a rising homeless problem in my hometown, as is a lot of places, because look at the world and the economy and the system we're in. And some people in town are sympathetic to the plight of these homeless people, but don't know what to do with it, so they want to criminalize it. But they're very sympathetic. But they also went to the city hall meeting to oppose the low-income housing.
Yeah.
And the reason given to me was, well, we don't want those type of people here. And I was like, I'm those type of people now. I can't afford to live in my own house. I need, so in terms of like, when it comes to immigration stuff, I'm not an immigration lawyer. I'm not that, I don't know. I have a friend whose husband is, and I'd love to wish he could come on and talk about it, but it's that fear that's being stoked of the criminals, the great fear of the other. We also got to attack Canada because fentanyl, 43 pounds of fentanyl, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's the demonization of this community, which is why I think it's great to hold up a Mexican flag. Because, by the way, they had this before. So
that was crazy to me, too.
Yeah.
It's like
I have a Ukraine hat on because my Ukrainian heritage is being assaulted every day by a madman. So throw me out, too, I guess.
Slava Ukraine.
Slava Ukraine.
Yeah.
How cool was that attack? Anyways.
Cool but dangerous, potentially, for the future of mankind in general. But... yeah, I think it just hits closer to, because we live here and we're surrounded by so much of this, and I don't know, like it, on one hand I was very discouraged, like I went through all the emotions. I was angry, I was upset, I was depressed, and then a spark of hope, just seeing everybody come together and not standing down, and like that's fucking Los Angeles for you. Even I do not care for him that much. I don't think he's that great, but God damn it, Newsom has had some fucking bangers. He's had some fucking bangers.
But man, do I love when he gets mad at
dude.
I'll say this. I'm with you guys too. Do I want him to run for president? No. Would I vote for him?
This might seal it.
Would I vote for him?
This might seal it.
I would, depending, obviously if he's running for the D's, then I don't want an R. Gladly vote for him.
Sure.
I don't think he's as done as bad as people want to believe, and he hasn't done as good as he wants to believe. But I think this is why you have him on your team.
Yep.
Because he becomes that really cocky,
Oh,
camera hogging asshole who's like, arrest me, Tom Homan. Fucking do
fuck
it,
that
dude.
guy too. That guy just blatantly admits, just like, no, we're taking everybody. Like they don't have to be.
Tom
that
Homan,
guy's a disgusting human being.
Tom Homan shits racism. Like he just he's a bullavating fucking asshole. Come get me too. That would have been the time, Cody.
Sorry.
And the other thing too.
Thank you.
And we can go on to anything you want or anything Cody wants.
This is all I got. I want to talk about this.
Is in the complicated conversation about border safety and immigration, which again I do think are things we need to pay attention to and are important and sometimes have not been handled correctly. But part of that is there is no clear path to citizenship for a lot of these folks. And it is so complicated. It's so messed up.
It takes so long for it could take decades.
Yeah.
It could take so long for them to get proper documentation. And I think I've always subscribed to the idea of like, well, if this is such an issue, why not just fast track it? They're already contributing to society already. People think because you're here without documentation, like, oh, they're getting away without paying taxes. It's like, have you ever heard of a fucking what is that? The I-10, the tin?
Yeah, a lot of them are paying taxes.
They are
That's
paying
how they're
taxes.
finding them at a lot of these jobs.
Yes,
they're finding their records.
And then also on top of that, if you want to deport everyone who's here illegally, then where is like the responsibility on the people hiring them? You're not going to try to go after any of them either?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of mega Trumpers who hire these folks and then are like, get them out. Well,
all the farmers. All the fucking farmers were terrified. Stupid ass Kid Rock in his stupid restaurant in Nashville. They had to close it down because of the potential ICE raids, and they told them like, hey, don't show up because you could get deported. And meanwhile, Kid Rock's like... And Grandpa's feeling a little frisky, huh?
Yeah, and
dummy.
Again, it is the, and Burr's been slaying it. Bill Burr's been slaying it lately, but we were there at the night of that Comedy Store when he unveiled the bit of like, all you Trumpers are grabbing your guns and you're scared of the 20 brown dudes in one house hacking out a living, but meanwhile the billionaires behind you, screwing you up the ass, and it's that's part of my frustration. Right
I
now.
saw that one video of like some kid on a skateboard taking like 20 or 30 like of those like rubber bullets.
Yeah, and he kept walking.
And he just kept fucking walking. It's like, this is the threat This is the threat to you guys right now. And I think my problem just overall in general, and you've seen this with the entire Trump administration, is just diving in head first without thinking for a fucking second. It's like tariffs. Oh yeah, 200%. They're gonna bend the knee. No, you're gonna fucking chicken out, and you're gonna bend the knee. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with this. It's like, we're gonna send everyone in there. We're gonna send the Coast Guard. They're probably gonna send the Coast. They're eventually going to, I'm sure. They're gonna send the National Guard. They're gonna send Marines. All right. So what are we gonna do? I don't know. Show up.
Yeah.
It's like
cause corruption, and I do fear, whether it's here or another city, because this will happen in other cities. I do fear that there will be death. I think that I do fear that.
That's the thing I think I'm most fearful, because I kind of, when this happened on Friday, I saw this as sort of a trial run. Like how far are they willing to push it? And I think we're going to see that over the next couple of days, because if it can happen here, it can happen easily everywhere. Also, how many red states is this happening in?
That I don't know, Christian. I almost
how many red states is happening in?
But if it isn't, well, but and just in terms of like National Guard and
Coast Guard,
Coast Guard, National Guard, Marines, if they show up, a battalion from 29 Palms. Like I was watching ABC Live had their helicopter footage up on YouTube, so that you just get the feed, and so there's no sound until he goes live. Oh. And I was watching him, and then you hear a little bit of the hey, get my camera out the right sec.
Yep,
you hear that. And they were watching down the federal building. They were watching there was National Guard on the stairs, and you had a bunch of people just standing in front of them. And they're about to go live for a live shot on the news. And they go over to the right side, where some of the people were standing a little closer to the National Guard. And the guy's like, "Let's go with that one."
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And they show that,
waiting for anything.
And so he goes live, and he goes, "We're having a bit of a confrontation here right now." And I was like, "You're fucking stoking." And I think we need the news. Yeah, I think we need the news. I think we need that. But while watching that, LAPD was standing behind the National Guard, and there was a National Guardsman, and the National Guardsman got like pushed by a police lieutenant or sergeant into position, like, "You stand there." And I'm like, this poor fucking guy signed up for some weekends, and now I think it would be really powerful. I don't know if it'll happen, but I'm waiting for a National Guardsman or an active duty Marine to lay down their shield and join the other side. If we get that kind of visual, that'd be powerful.
Could you imagine a MAGA watching that? They're like, "What are you doing?"
Because a lot of these guys, like us, they love the movies, they love comic books, they love heroes, and it's like, if you're a fan of Jon Snow, Luke Skywalker, or Superman, what side do you think they would be on in this incident?
Yeah. I mean, I think the closest thing I have to like a Twitter live update kind of thing is TikTok, because people are going live on there or posting videos like immediately. And
someone mentioned Reddit earlier. Reddit's been pretty good lately.
Oh, wow. Okay. Shout out Reddit.
Throwing that out there.
Okay.
If you get recommended the right subs, sometimes you got to like filter it. Okay. It's like when you first start TikTok and you got to like tell it what you like and stuff like that. But, thank you.
But yeah, like seeing people on the ground there was just very reassuring. It was like, oh yeah, this isn't chaos. This isn't a madhouse, because they're gonna focus on the few burning cars and those imagery.
Some spots.
Sure. Yes. Yeah. Sure. And I think there was some
Nick
looting.
in chat says, I know Hassan was out there streaming. Yeah. I saw some of that too. I
watched the stream too.
That Australian TV news reporter getting just shot in the leg. Like, that's a lawsuit. There you go. That's a lawsuit win right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all it takes is just one fucking hothead who's trigger happy.
Oh, and trust me, if it starts popping off, like, as much as I said up top, I understand sometimes having to control crowds and being in uniform and doing things that maybe other people don't understand. I do understand that. But also I know those cats. And I've said this before maybe, but like they call it stick time. Oh. So a lot of times, like, remember the May Day problems years ago? There was a big incident that went on. The next year on May Day, they were like, one of my buddies was like, I was going to go out and do something this weekend, but it's May Day, so it's a citywide tack alert, so we'll be out there. He's like, whatever. It's overtime for a little stick time. So they don't give a shit. They some of them do maybe. I wish they would put down their shields. They won't, but like they just want to go knock heads because it's a hobby.
Yep, and it's January 6th levels of craziness happening right now. So gotta be careful.
This isn't really related.
That's a joke, by the way.
Another thing that I am getting really annoyed with is, like, this is happening the last couple days. Is mostly in this isolated area in downtown, and the way it's being spun is like California is like under siege.
No, there were
It's
like
what
pride.
are we
There were like
fucking
pride
doing?
parades happening like
Yeah.
one city over, and everyone's fine.
Yeah.
Like no,
I
they're-
went bar hopping on Saturday, like miles away.
During a
you
time
know?
like this?
Yeah.
During a time like
Okay,
this.
guys.
Yeah,
I guess when you
But
phrase
no,
it that
but
way.
also there should be life to be let. Look, I'll say this:
Yes, yeah.
attending a protest is not for everybody. It makes me uncomfortable because in my past I know how unsafe those can be.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had a comedian friend down there today, live streaming from there. There was dogs. There was people dancing to a mariachi band. There's food carts. That's one part of it, and there's other parts. And they're burning Waymo cars, and there's going to be agitators and blah 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 blah. But that's not a reason to throw it all.
No,
over the
it's
bus.
such a small. That does not represent the entire thing. The entire peaceful protest. There is always going to be idiots who are going to want to score something for themselves. Because I think there was some looting like late last night, but that shouldn't represent the entirety of all the protests that are happening because they are peaceful. They do want to protect their people. The Mexican community in Los Angeles is fucking massive. The amount of people there that don't want this to happen, they're just showing up for their neighbors, their loved ones. They don't want to see this kind of thing happening. And that should be the heart of everything.
Showing up for dads going in to get a donut and getting jumped by ICE agents in a bush, Like,
And then to the flip side of it, I saw a video of ICE agents who had gotten like tear gas, like all in their eyes, and this lovely little Mexican woman at a restaurant just patting milk in their eyes.
I will say, I do think it was an L.A. sheriff.
Oh, was it LA sheriff? Okay.
LA sheriff deputy. But,
All right, good. I feel even
but
better.
I bet they would have helped the ICE.
They
agent,
probably would have. They absolutely would have.
So there you go.
The Latinos, Hispanics are the fucking hardest working people on the goddamn planet.
Yeah, and they've already tried Burbank through some of the folks I know in Burbank city government. They did try to go to Wood Ranch a couple months ago, and the manager of Wood Ranch, our Wood Ranch buddy, locked himself in the office to keep the record.
Okay. It should have sounded cooler than that, but it really
There's a lot going on there, buddy.
It just really focused on the want.
Yeah. But I
Shout out to that Wood Ranch.
If only you can hit that 8 times. You know? Yeah.
I do fear that more can happen here, and I think I'm in a position where I might join things now. But so we'll
I hate
meet
to
up.
be that guy, be like I would have been there, but there's never been a time more than now where I actually want to be at something like that. But it is very worrisome. I mean, it is scary. Who knows how far things can, especially now.
No,
like,
it's scary. No, especially I and also I think there was a correct call for, and I saw people on Blue Sky making fun of it, and I get why, but it's like I did see some from Newsom down to local mayors, including the mayor I know of Burbank, like, hey, if you can, maybe calm it down or don't go out because we know what they're trying to do.
Sure.
It's been so apparent.
Yeah. They want
and for the
to
most part,
they want to keep escalating it.
Yeah.
And it is because of Trump's actions that it keeps escalating because they want it to. This is all because Trump. I think this is legit all because Trump is just upset that Melania thinks Newsom's hot as fuck.
That's it. I think that's the reason.
That's probably a
That's
big
the
reason.
Yeah.
Because
that's
that's
the reason.
he might be a psychopath, but he's our psychopath.
He's our hottest
He's
fuck
our
psychopath.
He's our daddy our daddy governor. Okay.
It all boils down to that.
It does.
Yeah. But anyway.
Oh, and meanwhile, but Trump's at the fucking UFC fight. Like while all this shit is happening.
Oh, is he really?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Just that propaganda fight. The propaganda fights. Every single fighter just sucking his ass the entire time. And Dana White, who hit his wife, by the way.
Yeah, who hit his wife? Yeah, that's
Just don't forget that people don't talk. Just okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that weird? Yeah.
So, it's really shitty. But I would say the best thing you can do is just
If they pop off, sorry, I cut you off. If they pop off in Burbank, you and I can take a Waymo card down to Burbank.
I don't know about a Waymo card.
Set it on
they're being
fire.
targeted right now.
But I'm saying we'll take it down to the.
Do you
thing,
think they're
set it
targeting
on fire.
Waymo cars because they're like they think because it's like self-driving? Oh, it's Musk.
No, I don't know the whole story behind it other than I thought it was a great idea. to you're not you're to
if
call
you're gonna
the car,
burn a car,
to call the car,
burn the one with
Sure.
no one in it.
Yes.
I guess
to
if you
order
by that logic.
to order the rides, 4 of them show up or whatever it was. You set them on fire.
I mean, if you're
So-
paying for the service, too.
Yeah, because the Waymo's taking the jobs anyways from cab drivers.
that's true. Okay.
Let's do it. Yeah, I thought it was inspired.
Okay. All right.
I thought it was inspired.
Yeah,
but
and yeah,
anyways,
if this does come down to your city or your local town, there are plenty of places for you to share about to let other people know what their
Show your
rights
support.
are and show your support as well. And if for whatever reason you're watching this and you don't support any. If you support the other side, then that's a little weird. Why are you watching this? Stop watching.
Yeah, I don't know at this point.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Anyways,
I don't know. I don't know what else.
Yeah,
to
no,
say.
and it's this is just a small portion of the world. We got I think it was pretty insane that the Israeli army just took that ship that
Greta
Thunberg's on. I think that
fuck Dave Portnoy, by the way. That
oh,
guy's such a nasty
pizza eating fuck.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
The shit he's yeah.
Yeah, and then like I am of Ukrainian heritage, so I maybe am biased, but I still think it's rather important to pay attention to what's going on there because that is a hinge that if it collapses in on itself will lead to bigger problems. But there's a lot of it gets overwhelming, which is
Yeah. This is
part of
why
part of the thing.
I don't think because a couple weeks ago Brian was like, you should talk about politics like on your own. I'm like, there's a reason why I don't, because there were multiple times this weekend where I was like, I'm gonna record a video and do something, and I'm just like, delete. Not gonna do that. I can't. I don't know.
I get angry.
I get so fucking angry.
I'm
Even
not
now, like I wish I was like, just calm it down.
I'm not a debater. I'm not.
No.
I just get as I've learned recently in my life. If I get mad, I don't discuss it. I just kind of want to run through a wall with you being the wall. Like
yeah.
So like that doesn't do the message good.
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
And again, I think it's I like the idea of information getting out. I posted a joke tonight on Blue Sky. Not even a joke, but I commented on the Marines and blah blah blah. But like I was a little frustrated. This thing I was going to talk to. I was a little frustrated this weekend when you're trying to get information because I traveled Saturday and was like, am I going to be able to get back home? And then I get back home and then I'm like, is the National Guard here? Is this martial law? Like what's going on?
Sure.
And there was no one source. It was hard to find sources. Yeah. You go to Threads, it's 13 hours old information. You go to Blue Sky, it's someone more personal take on it versus actual fucking news in the situation. So that's my only worry in all these situations. Or an earthquake.
I mean, a lot of those I follow like Courier and Midas Touch, and they keep things pretty up to date.
Yeah, they're on. It's getting better.
It's getting better. Blue Sky hasn't been like my favorite. I was actually on Twitter.
It's just a much easier scroll I found than Twitter. Twitter still hurts my head. So Blue Sky, for the most part, I get the same info, and it's like, all right.
I still had Twitter. I still have Twitter accounts. I can no longer get into them.
Oh,
like I got a 16 Pro over the winter, and and Ellis has the same problem too. The app just doesn't work.
Oh.
So I'm like, well, all right. I don't miss it now.
There we go.
I have been on Twitter like the past week, and I officially was like, okay, no more, because after the Elon Trump breakup, I was oh my god, that day was incredible. We haven't talked about it.
Real quick, call me crazy.
Call me
this might be conspiracy Cody here. But the fact that this all happened this weekend, right after the Elon Trump.
Oh no!
stuff,
Yes, no. It's
just saying.
no.
I'm just asking questions.
You're on the distraction.
I'm just saying.
You're on the distraction train.
Just saying.
I don't think you're too far off.
Thank you.
I think it is a very nice distraction away from all that, and I think it's hilarious too because Musk deleted a lot of those tweets and was tweeting really negatively about Newsom this entire time and agreeing with a lot of stuff Trump was saying. It's
we would just fight.
I
would say I am of the school, and I know you're saying it's your conspiracy. I am of the school that nothing is a tremendous distraction in the course of history. Yes, I think you could point to some political distractions, absolutely. But it's so fucking chaotic that I don't think there is any sort of plan, and that the ICE is doing this everywhere and has done for a while, but this one just popped off, and it's a nice. Palpatine, they're going to spin it into no one remembers that we fought.
Well, let's feed into this because I'm of the mindset that right wingers love a conspiracy. Antifa,
they do.
you know,
Yes, they
QAnon,
do.
all that bullshit, right?
Robot Biden.
Why not? Trump literally
Trump
did. He
believes
did
that.
tweet.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
did
Robot-
post about that.
Yeah.
Robot Biden.
I think liberals need to lean into that and start their own conspiracies,
Just
or at least
asking questions.
just asking questions. Because
all.
not only do I think some of this might be a distraction, but this week, like obviously Trump was at UFC. Yeah, hell yeah, brother, fight. Kash Patel was on Joe Rogan's podcast.
JD Vance
was on Theo Von's podcast. And all while all this tweet stuff is happening, and it's just like, oh, I don't know, that's above my pay grade. It's like, you're the FBI director. What are you talking about? So maybe a little bit of distraction. I will give Joe Rogan credit.
Gonna soundbite that.
I knew that
40
was
minutes.
fucking clean because he actually pushed back on that motherfucker, and maybe not hard enough. But he actually did make Kash. I mean, it's not really hard for Kash Patel to look like a fucking idiot because he just kind of does that on his own. But he looked really foolish in the clip that I watched of their conversation about stuff.
I didn't see that clip. What did he
Oh,
do? What did he do?
well, he went on Rogan's podcast to talk about a whole bunch
I saw a couple of those clips. Yeah.
And
I keep up on who's on Rogan.
okay, there you go. Mind you, this is the guy that wrote a children's book about Trump being a king. So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Kash Patel,
he's a fucking
he's great.
crazy guy.
Just the best. Just the best.
But yeah, like the producer of Joe Rogan's show, like pulled up. He's like, "Oh, I just wanted to bring this up, Joe, because this just happened." And he brought up the tweet about Epstein, and immediately,
Oh, they got that live?
oh yeah, and immediately Kash Patel was like, "I don't want to talk anything about that." And the whole time, they were actually talking about Epstein already. And the whole time Joe Rogan was like, well, there's video, right? He's like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, we're trying to gather everything. And basically what happened at the end of this conversation, it was like a 20-minute conversation about the whole Epstein of it all. I am in full talking about conspiracy. I'm just pointing this out.
Just asking questions.
Just asking questions. That's what it is. I'm just asking questions. That's a good segment.
Yeah.
Just asking questions. I would not be surprised if they release some of that footage and it's just fully AI. And it's fully fucking AI.
To prove that what? To prove what? That he...
Oh, that he killed himself.
Well, but here's the thing. Did you see Dan what's his name? Bogino, the human testicle looking dude.
Oh, the other FBI guy?
FBI too.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a clip. I don't even know where it was on. Where he was saying, he was kind of like, "That's what I'm telling you. He killed himself. I've seen. There's no one that goes in and no one goes out.
Oh, but the surveillance footage,
Yeah.
conveniently doesn't work around these times too.
Look, if someone needs to run a 200 camera system, they never work. I hate in movies. That's one of my movie pet peeves. Yeah. Where they go to some security office and they're like, "Can we bring up the tape from last certain?" No, it doesn't.
And even if there is
It
one,
doesn't
it's
work.
like the frame rate is
The
very
frame rate
choppy.
sucks.
It's
Sure.
like it's just you're barely moving.
We used to have cameras that ran on VHS tapes. Like
Nice.
we every 8 hours would do a big giant tape change, 56 cameras, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then we got digital and everything, and the digital was worse than the analog.
Oh, how funny!
By far.
Yeah.
And then what problem is you'd have someone kind of office. My car got broken into. Oh, that's horrible. What happened? Well, I left on the dashboard. I left an iPhone, a MacBook, a purse with money falling out of it, and then they smashed my window and took the purse. Okay, so sorry about that. Where did you park? And I know you guys got footage. I know what TV show you think you watched. We do not have any workable footage.
Listen, I'm just asking questions.
When I
You're
just
asking questions.
When I worked at the movie theater, like our security cameras were notoriously terrible like that.
Yeah,
but
they
the
all are.
one time there was a clear recording, and I got shit for this for months, was me in the fucking candy room, and I was like counting inventory for the night, and I slipped. Because that's where the ice was. So like the ice like melted on the floor. And so I slipped, and a couple weeks later, I was by myself, so nobody heard it or anything. I was like, oh fuck, my elbow hurts, but that's all good. 2 weeks later, for some reason they had to pull up that footage, maybe probably to count my inventory, to verify that I did it. And they saw me fucking fall, and like they played it for weeks. It was hilarious. I was like, you fucking assholes. How did you even find this?
Yeah, sometimes it works.
Alan said, I love in movies where the security footage is actual footage from the movie and not even fake security footage. Yeah. That shit drives me insane.
Yeah.
It's like
Perfectly in focus.
There's two
like,
angles.
It doesn't
like,
rack focus.
It's like, where's that camera angle from?
Casino Royale is one of my favorite movies of all fucking time.
Do they do that?
But when he goes into to find out who the first baddie he has to deal with, the one who has the hot wife he beds or almost beds, and he like hits his car and everything. He goes in the security office and finds the footage. perfect, crystal clear.
Yeah.
Like, trust me, as a security director in the past, it does not happen.
Hey, speaking of, real quick, you got a PS5, so there's a new James Bond game coming out
First
next year.
Light?
First Light looks pretty fucking cool,
Yeah.
even though it's a white guy playing James Bond.
Unbelievable.
There were people. I got to get off Twitter because it was just too much. But there were people crying about the guy, the white James Bond. They were like, "This is too woke." Like, what the fuck are you talking
They
about?
said it was woke.
This was
They said it was woke.
When it was a straight white man.
Yeah, he's not straight enough. I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Daniel Craig said Bond. You know, he and Javier
I mean,
Bardem had that.
Yeah, they had
exchange.
that interaction.
I'm excited for the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it a go.
Okay.
Currently playing golf and Fortnite more than anything right now.
Okay.
I'm always playing Fortnite, but I just got a new golf game. I'm interested. I'm interested.
Okay.
I'm
Just putting that out
dubious,
there.
dubious of all games now. I have to get the Indiana Jones game,
Yeah.
That one's on my list.
but
yeah.
the problem is it goes to first person a lot. and
I hate first
don't-
person. I'm with you on
so
this.
bad.
Yeah.
I thought it was
So
so.
bad.
I would have thought that would have been a perfect game for a third person.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm just thinking too much, like
I
Uncharted.
think
but
I think sometimes it's third person. I've heard, but mostly.
I thought it was all first person.
But it's fucking Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
man. I want to
Yeah.
go crack that whip.
I want to,
Licorice
I
whip.
want to climb up stuff and.
Yeah,
throw
but I'll
things,
give
so.
the Bond game a go.
Okay.
I'll give the Bond game a go.
All right.
I'll give it a
All
go.
right.
I'll give
Shout
it a go.
out. Shout
Okay.
out. Elon's a big gamer.
Oh, he's so good.
He's a good gamer.
So good.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
desperately trying to find a way where I can play Fortnite with Brie Larson.
She played
She plays Fortnite, and there's a character she's not
There's a
Captain
character
Marvel.
named Brie Larson.
No. She's
dabbing in there.
There's a character that she plays that's featured in there that I have.
Oh.
But she's not because I also play with Lady Gaga, or you can play with Sabrina Carpenter. Like, there's real people in the game, but
That leads me into my next question, I guess. I keep seeing all these announcements for like Fortnite events. What's the deal there? There's the Star Wars thing. There's a Superman thing.
They're a waste of time.
Oh.
Got it.
So Saturday they had one.
Okay.
And it was you sign in an hour before. You got to get in at 11 a.m. It was a Death Star thing, so you all go up to the Death Star and you got to run around. But it is a like a cutscene to end the season and be like, great, we're gonna load this up for the next 48 hours. Check back in on Monday, and it's the new superhero season now.
Got it.
So they're pretty pointless.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is my favorite when you see like real serious characters from movies in Fortnite just
Dancing.
doing dancing.
Yeah.
You know.
I
want to
love
see.
that.
John Wick is just doing that.
No, I want to see like Andor characters. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Andor just
we're gonna talk
flossing.
about it on the Blathering soon. But I have a list of like I'd love to see Abraham Lincoln in Fortnite. Like I want historical characters.
Wait, no, hold on a second. This is bring me back. Wasn't there like a controversy of them wanting to put like Martin Luther King Jr. in it?
That
Perfect.
can't be real.
that
There
can't
was.
be real.
Hold on, there was something.
Okay, look that up.
Manny, someone help me
Manny.
remember this because I remember we talked about
Was
this.
it? Hold on. Was it during 2020 or was it
I
during?
think
like,
so.
The,
I think it was during like BLM.
This is coming back to me, but it can't.
Wait,
be.
Okay, no.
Hold
I
on,
wasn't
hold
playing.
I
on,
think
hold on.
it was like a statue of him or like his gravestone.
Oh,
Get outta
this
here.
is coming
Look-
back
look
to me.
this-
Hold
look
on.
this
Hold
up.
on.
It was something like that.
Man,
Like a memorial of sorts.
Yes, it was a memorial in Fortnite, and then
No.
I don't know if it ever happened, but
shit.
I picture people like doing the whole
Dancing.
doing the dance on top of it.
Yeah.
I swear this was a
No.
thing.
Oh my
Hold on.
god,
No,
that
I believe you.
sounds
I
familiar.
didn't play in 2020,
Yeah.
so I might have missed that.
Maybe not playing as. I don't know what's worse,
What?
like playing as him and doing all these
No,
dances.
no, I don't think you would have played as him.
But it was like there was definitely
But I
like a
think-
statue.
I think that
Yeah.
would be worse. But Abraham Lincoln isn't far behind. But there's a little time removed there.
Yeah.
In
from that one.
2021, Fortnite and Time Magazine studios collaborated on an interactive exhibit called March Through Time that transported players to 1963 Washington, D.C. Experience Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream
That's
speech.
right. That's
Oh
right.
my God, in
I mean,
Fortnite.
Look.
You got to teach the kids
The-
history
the-
somehow.
I guess
okay?
so.
If
I
the-
guess
if
You
the-
got to come to them.
If
You know.
this is where we're at in the
Yeah.
world,
Is
where
this a chicken jockey situation
I
where we're
don't
just
know.
like,
if we need to teach kids history through Fortnite, then I
Yeah.
think I'm all for it.
Yeah. History through Fortnite is a
Yeah.
fun idea for a college class.
Yeah.
Think about
Yeah,
it. guys.
okay.
You can learn a lot.
it can get
Tune
really
in.
dark very
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
Tune in on the Saturday for the special event, the Tulsa Massacre. Come on in, join Fortnite.
Play as your favorite SEAL Team 6 character,
Oh
soldier.
my god.
By the way, did you watch that? Did you
I watched
finish
the
the
Osama Bin Laden
one?
Turning Point. It's fucking great.
It's great.
Yeah.
I-
It's
I-
basically Zero Dark 30, but real.
Okay. Just
I mean, I know
documentary
Zero
about
Dark 30 was
it?
based
Yeah,
on the real, but you know,
Yeah,
it's
I
the
gotcha.
whole thing basically.
Yeah.
But it's great.
It's fist pumping.
This might be.
Yeah.
I think this. I forget the creator's name. It's like Brian something, but
Yeah.
it's the Turning Point
Series?
on Netflix.
You guys
love
have,
I think.
I
I think
yeah.
this
Don't
guy
shut
created
up
this
over
this
there.
series. No, I legit think this guy created the series just for me and Ken.
Okay.
Because he's done 9/11, The Search for Bin Laden. There's a Vietnam one that's on my
Vietnam's
list, and then the
still-
one that I'm watching right now is The Bomb in the Cold War.
You hadn't seen that
Okay.
one.
No, I'm on like episode 3 right. I gotta. There's like 9 episodes.
I've
The
seen
Cold
it.
War was a lot. There was a lot going on.
I've seen it twice.
Twice?
I watched it all last week. I binged
man.
it last week.
It's fascinating. I just I passed all like the Bolshevik stuff and like the farmer. Like, oh my
Oh,
god,
no,
it's
yeah.
fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's-
absolutely. People need to know their goddamn history.
Yeah.
Well, because it seems so simple to say, but history is not a circle or doesn't repeat. It's an ongoing flat line. We are still dealing with World War One, and perhaps
Yes.
even before that. We are still dealing with World War One and how the world was divided after that. And it's like you think like Vietnam. I was raised, Vietnam is that thing in the '60s into the '70s. The problems in Vietnam had been present, but really kicked up in 1946. Like the war ended, and it was like, oh, now we got this. Now we got the French over there, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait till you get to the Putin and Dresden stuff.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. Because there was a little talk of him in the beginning, and I know I looked because I was like, how many episodes? And I saw that they actually talk because Ukraine Russia's been going on for like 3 years now.
Yeah.
That they go into all of that. So like I'm
Oh,
fascinated.
I can't wait. Putin was on duty the night the wall fell in Dresden,
Oh jeez,
and
that's
we are
crazy.
still dealing with that night.
One of the coldest lines in all of that, just from the 2 episodes I've seen, and I forget who had said it, but he was like, he basically said the effect of the atom bomb dropping on Hiroshima, or no, technically Nagasaki, because that was the last one. Didn't end World War II. It started the Cold War. And I was like,
100%,
fuck.
Yeah.
Damn, that shit's hard.
Laserbolt says where are these found. These are currently on Netflix.
Yes.
So if you have a subscription to Netflix or
Yeah.
can find other means to obtain them, Laserbolt.
4 different series.
Turning Point Vietnam is really good too.
Okay.
I prefer the Burns one.
Okay.
The Ken Burns one because it's a little. Yeah, I'm just a big fan of Ken Burns stocks, but it's a good newsy version. I hate to say like it, but you know what I mean in terms of just really analyzing
The 9/11 one's really great, and the Search
Cody,
for
get
Bin
on
Laden.
this, Cody.
They're really because they're good companion pieces.
Okay.
Because obviously,
What'd you and I call it? You came up with the name.
God,
said,
no,
what should we call this connected universe?
what did I
The
say?
turning
I
points.
know what you said. I want you to say it to give yourself credit. I don't want to step on your line.
I don't the 9/11 verse.
No, you said you could call it the never forget verse.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, I'll take it.
Laserbolt says I always cut Netflix first when I'm broke. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
The prices on all this stuff
Is that the
ridiculous.
most expensive one?
Disney
Ooh.
for me, Disney Plus is now.
Really?
Do you have the bundle?
Even
I
with
do have the
Hulu on
bundle.
Okay.
$20 a month. That only reason I keep it is obviously for center, but I write that off every year. So
Oh yeah. See, there you go. Yeah, you got to do that. Have you finally finished the ILM stuff, right?
I did. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
It's great stuff.
Good old Star Wars. I did start rewatching Rebels for a little bit after Andor.
Rebel. It's great. It's great companion.
It's really good
They
stuff.
deal with the same themes, just in animated form.
There you go. You know what, Ken? Speaking of Star Wars,
Oh.
Ken, you know this jingle. John Williams, ever heard of him? Some hack.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go back into that. No, John Williams is a fantastic composer. Ken, copyright specific. All right, Ken, I know you're a big Star Wars fan, so I want to put your Star Wars knowledge to the test. This man literally wrote a book on Star Wars, so let's see if you can do it.
Okay.
Each film from the Skywalker saga has a very beautiful opening crawl. Now, I think it would be a little too harsh to make you guess this just based off of the opening theme, which is the bah. So what I have here, I have 9 different pieces of score.
Oh, wow.
And I want you to tell me which Star Wars film it is from. This is from episode 1 to 9. I'm not including Solo or Rogue One. And where I've positioned the score is basically the tail end of the crawl,
Right.
and then into the tilt down or the
pan
one
up,
pan
or
up.
the-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this is great.
Woo!
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go. Here we
So
go.
Ken, I need you to tell me which Star Wars film this theme is from. Here we go. Now, give it a second. You can play out as long as you want, but
We have the whole 2-hour movie ready if you need it.
Attack the clones.
Oh!
holy Toledo, 1 for 1.
On, he's on.
See, that's what I'm talking. This what I'm
All
talking
right,
about.
all
That's
right,
that
all right.
bullshit. All right, here we go. 1 for 1.
Okay.
Look at that concentration.
Ooh.
Empire Strikes Back.
No.
Ooh. he's
No?
got-
Let it play. Let it play.
Oh. Oh God, is it Phantom Menace? Oh. Fuck.
I don't even know.
Oh, Force Awakens.
No.
What? Wait, what?
Just start listing them off now. You got this.
You were in the ballpark there.
Oh, right. Is this Rise of Skywalker?
It is
There we
Rise of
go.
Skywalker.
Yeah, fuck me.
So, what I should have said is like, go. You know what? Take your time.
Take my time.
Take
Yes.
your time.
Okay, so I hung out with Frank the editor Saturday night, and we were both talking about how your stupid music game really causes us anxiety.
Listen, the same thing happened to Eric. He got a little too impatient. And so go ahead and take your time, sweetie.
Okay,
Take
okay,
your time.
okay.
Here
You
we
got
go.
this.
So you're 1 for 2. That's
1 for
fine. That's fine. You got there. You got there. Here we go. You got this.
Oh, that's a new hope.
There it is.
There we go.
That almost
back.
Bum, bum,
almost
bum, 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 bum.
He's back.
almost
He's
took
back.
me too long.
Yeah.
No, I realized like I didn't know the right spot to like find it. I
No, it's
felt
a
like that's
great
a
game.
perfect spot, but
It's a great game. You
Gonna
should-
be some listening.
you
Gonna be
should-
some listening.
You should do this with other people too. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Here you are 2 for 3.
2 for 3. Betting 750.
667.
660. Thank you. Oh, this is Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, baby.
Heyo.
He's back. He's back.
War.
All right. Here we go. Here's another one. This one might be okay. Look at his concentration. He's visualizing the movie in his head.
I'm concerned his stomach.
See, this to me is Empire.
Is it?
It's Empire Strikes Back.
Patience.
Wait, oh, Last Jedi?
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, you threw me
That's
for a
what I'm
loop.
saying.
Okay.
Patience. See,
Yeah,
that little
that's no, you're right.
It's okay.
You're right.
No,
you're right.
you
You're
got
right.
there.
Everything was right. I got
The
there.
flute got him in the
Yeah,
beginning. I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the same flute from A New Hope.
Yeah.
They do play that
Yes.
one.
Yes, when
and
Ryan
then
did that.
And then
Okay.
as soon as the trumpets come in there,
Yep.
all right.
And you're panning, going to the evacuation.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was making the sound effects of when the
yeah,
shit's
yeah.
in.
You kind of helped me a
Okay,
little bit
all
there.
right. That's okay.
All right.
Usually, when people play these games, we'll give them like at least 2 or 3 guesses.
right,
So
you're
you
too
know, you're
nice.
fine. You're
You're too
fine.
nice.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
I think you have 4 more. So. Think about it. Take your time. Patience. My own Padawan. No. Sorry.
I want to say this is Return of the Jedi.
You do.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Oh no, Phantom Menace.
There we go.
Come on, man.
There we go.
Some of these you just gotta let it. You gotta
Yeah,
write it out.
gotta
a little
write
bit.
it
Just
out,
gotta
baby.
write it out. a
Gotta
little
write
bit.
it out.
All right, here we go.
Okay. I don't even know what I can't remember what I've answered.
None of these repeat, by the way. So
That'd be great if you played it again.
I thought about it.
Mm.
This is Empire Strikes
Yes,
Back.
it
There
is.
we go.
Woo! This one might be my favorite of the bunch.
great.
Mostly because
Probe droids coming down.
it reminds me of Star Wars. What was the one? Not Heir of the Empire. What was the video game on N64?
Shadows of the Empire.
Shadows of the Empire, because they just played the Empire Strikes Back
over,
score
yeah.
the whole time. All right,
Okay.
Ken, you got 2 more. You're doing great.
Doing good.
Remember,
Okay.
patience.
Patience.
It's beautiful.
It's kind of like a nice little nursery.
I feel like I'm in space. Yeah. Little ding. John Williams like, I want that little. Okay.
Oh, that's Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, you've got 1 more left.
I don't remember what I've answered or not.
There we go.
Let's see. I feel like you rattled them all off at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
yeah,
problem.
yeah.
It's beautiful. I feel like I'm floating in space. What's that?
Force Awakens.
There we
Yeah.
go.
This is good.
This is a good one.
This shit
I
got
like
me
this
hyped.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, because the ships are landing on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You need to hide.
Two and all village. Yeah. Okay.
You need to leave.
You did pretty good here.
That was
there,
great.
Ken. That was good.
Okay.
That was good,
That was
Ken.
That was
Okay.
good.
Got a little nervous there.
Yeah, yeah.
See,
I
it's tricky,
I
but
ripped a double on the first pitch, and
Yeah.
you know
See?
you're swinging for the fences. Out
Yeah.
this happens. Everyone except for Adam Lavick, who
You
just
did it perfectly.
just was like perfect with Halloween scores, but like Eric
Okay.
struggled a little bit on some of the saws. That I feel like the saw ones are harder because those literally sound the
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
I would think, yeah, that'd be very hard.
My idea for the game was to start it with the beginning of the song, where it's just the.
and just sit here
Yeah.
for all like.
Yeah,
the cross.
just like wait until you get it.
Okay.
So I think the other game that I have, not now, but maybe in the future, is doing sound effects. If you can tell me like what ship or like
Oh,
what
that's a
it
great idea,
is,
too.
or
Okay.
a creature or something like that. That could be
Yeah.
I
kind
like
of
that.
fun.
I like that. That's good. That's good. So I'm normally bad with scores, but
You
I've
did great.
just,
You did
just
great.
spent so many years just living in those 2 seconds that you're panning down. and
Yeah,
up
or panning up.
Yeah.
I think only one of them pans up. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know
It's
which
weird
one.
because Force Awakens, you're looking up. 'Cause
Oh,
the ship
yeah.
the ship comes over it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
A lot of them go down. Some go up.
doesn't New Hope start with a ship as well over it?
It
yeah,
still
but
pans
it
down.
pans down.
It pans
Got it.
down, and then you see the.
Such a fucking idiot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you want to do this?
No.
Okay.
You know what's funny? We ran through these before the show, and we played them again, and I still couldn't get them. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I was still struggling.
I think there's a couple. Like I think I could have gotten the original. I think I would have been fine with 6 of them. The newer, no, the prequels. I think I would have. Maybe outside. You know what? I think I would have done pretty well on all
Let's
of
have
them.
you go right now. Here we go.
I should have waited. The Rise of Skywalker threw me up because I love the intro to Rise of Skywalker. It's a little
cool intro.
horror film, and
Yeah.
they're going to.
I love the shot
Mustafar, Yeah,
on Exegol,
Yeah.
Executor,
that's the starship. Yeah, but the Exegol.
Exegol, right?
Exegol.
I love the shot where he walks past camera, and then when it flips to the other side, and it's like that low angle when he's heading towards that like floating pyramid thing.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And my favorite line is when he's like, "I killed Snoke."
Yeah.
I just like that line.
Yeah.
I killed Snoke.
Yeah.
My boy, I've died now.
No.
Lovely, lovely. All right.
Best thing in that movie is the drop bass sound of his lightning fingers. And he
Oh,
just-
yeah. That's right then. Yeah.
Wow,
That shit was cool.
I bet if you were seeing that in 4D, it'd rock your socks off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're a
We
little
were talking about
tushy.
4D. Was it last week?
Yeah, I think so with
I
Robert.
want to do it. I want to do it.
I know a couple people that have, and the reports are mixed.
I've never heard a great thing about
Yeah.
it, but I feel like it's a rite of passage. You got to try it.
That it's like a bit
I
much.
wanna
it's like
do it.
It's a bit much.
But
Yeah.
do I do it with something crazy, or do I do it for like something that happens to be in 40X because they ran out of movies? You know, to like put in there, like during a
you gotta
slow
see
season
something.
or something.
No, you got to
know?
see like Marvel. You
No,
know.
Okay.
what we need is I
So
feel
like
like
a Downton Abbey movie wouldn't work. Like if they have to put something in there by default,
Robert,
on fucking horse
you know?
carriage.
Yeah.
Robert, please come
Yeah.
undo my corset.
You're just hitting the face with wealth.
Or
I'd like
yeah.
to fornicate
Yeah.
tonight.
Or
Please
like
take
yeah,
off my corset.
like 50 Shades of Grey. something with a lot of
yeah.
sex scenes
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
It just
yeah.
gets really hot in there.
I think
you know?
40X would work great if they kept making disaster movies. Like
Okay.
bring back disaster. I don't know. Was the last disaster movie
Ooh.
besides Twisters?
We had like
I guess,
a Geostorm or something like
That,
that,
no,
right?
no.
No.
I know.
Butler
no.
was in another one that was good apparently that I didn't see. Where the comet hits the planet.
Oh, Greenland.
Greenland,
That's
I
a
heard
great
that was
movie.
good.
That's
Yeah,
really. They're
yeah.
making a sequel to that.
What?
Okay.
Could you imagine when that fucking asteroid hit that planet?
Yeah.
Well, can we do classic movies? Like, I'd love to watch the sinking of the Titanic in 4D.
Could you imagine?
The temperature just gets really fucking cold.
No, you're just tilting the entire
Jumps up
time.
your legs.
yeah.
Oh my god.
God bless us.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, man. There's a
Wait.
band that starts playing. and
You walk
it's
in.
been an honor, sir.
When the guy falls and hits his knees when he triples down,
Yeah.
you're just a pipe to your
A
fucking
man
shin.
literally falls from the
Like,
ceiling.
Yeah, or like one
Yeah.
person in the theater
Yeah.
just falls. Yeah.
That's good.
All
We
for
should do
it.
this.
All
Someone
for
gets
it.
naked in the front
Yeah.
during the painting
Yeah,
scene.
exactly. Okay. All right.
All right, there we go. No, I think bring back disaster. Like imagine seeing San Andreas in 40X.
Sure.
Yeah,
you
sure.
know?
Yeah, the
That was
disaster-
around at the time. I'm sure it was.
Was it
yeah.
2015?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That'd been scary.
Just it has to be the right movie because I'm sure it costs a lot of money. And,
I don't
you know,
mean to
right?
like shit on Geostorm,
Uh-huh.
but also
I don't remember what it was.
I'd never seen it.
Okay.
I think there's a reason why.
I
Don't
have
give me a
never seen it.
disaster movie caused by like satellites.
Was that the premise?
I think so.
that the- what
I want to
happened?
say like a terrorist takes over a
Okay.
satellite and causes like destruction on Earth via different natural disasters.
What?
Am I crazy?
You're talking a lot about it as if you have seen it.
Is this what the plot? Because I remember like seeing the trailers. Like, oh, cool. There's like tornadoes and stuff. It was like, oh wait,
Right,
someone's
yeah.
causing this. That's not fun.
Okay.
There's because you can stop that.
Yeah.
The beautiful thing about disaster movies, you can't stop it.
Yeah.
Even though most movies they end up being fine. Like, oh,
Yeah.
the ice clears up.
that-
You know, the earthquake stops.
But isn't it usually like there's like the
2012 turns into
survivors?
2013.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
So
The calendar flips.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
But it's usually like there's some survivors, right? And they're standing there
Yeah.
looking off.
yeah. Usually,
It's
Or in the
just us
future.
now.
Yeah.
it's very rare when like a disaster movie actually kills everyone.
Yeah, but that's why I respected the hell out of Deep Impact because a lot of people went, you know, like
A lot of people,
yeah,
but again
it
though,
hit,
they
it
like
hit.
they found a loop. Oh, they split it into two, and then they blew the other one up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But there's still some death in that.
Thank you, Will McLean. Yes, the satellites control the weather. See, I don't like that. You can
Okay.
stop that. You
Oh,
can
so
just send someone to space.
They
Okay.
basically took a big conspiracy theory and just turned it into a geostorm.
Yeah,
film? Okay.
like Roland Emmerich's last one, the Moonfall one.
Oh, right. I was trying to think of his last disaster one. And I was like, was it 2012? But yeah, I
No,
guess
it's
he did
Moonfall. And I was like, cool.
Where the moon
the
falls.
moon is falling towards the Earth,
no.
and it turns out to be
Yeah.
like
It was aliens
an
or something,
alien
right? Yeah.
spaceship.
Yeah, I
yes,
think
being
that's
controlled.
right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not fun. You can stop
Yeah.
that.
So
You
basically
can
they are
stop
looking-
the
You can't
alien.
stop aliens.
You can
So
stop
You
them.
can't
can
stop
find-
Mother Nature.
Just get Randy Quaid. and
Yeah.
Get up there.
No, hello boys.
Yeah.
No, he dead. You can't do it.
Yeah, that's
can't do
right,
it.
that's right.
In the movie.
I didn't see that
no
next
reason
one.
why.
Did that next one honor his legacy?
Oh,
Independence Day?
Resurgence?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
That was a memorable theater
the-
experience.
I was gonna
because
say-
I sat next to Robert Butler III.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun.
There was a whole bunch. Like we were with Schnepp.
Loved it.
We were with Schnepp when we
Schnepp
saw
was
that
over
one.
there?
That's
That's right.
probably the best part about that movie was watching
Yeah.
with him and everyone else, and we were all like, "This is terrible. This is so." Because I legit think all of us were super excited for it because
Yeah.
we love that
Oh
first
yeah,
movie.
I love that
Yeah.
first
I
movie.
love
Yeah,
it.
I didn't, but I heard you all come back, and I was like, maybe I don't like to see movies
Yeah.
anyway, so I just
No.
won't. But
Yeah.
is it worth it? Even like on a Friday night, order a pizza, pour yourself some rum.
if it's streaming
take your pants
somewhere,
off.
If it's
you know,
streaming
sure,
somewhere.
have some
Okay.
fun. Yeah.
I've been watching a little bit more. You
Okay.
know the things I binged all of the studio in 2 nights.
Oh, look at that.
All right, I
All
watched
right.
Reitman's Saturday Night.
Okay.
Yeah, which was okay. I liked
Okay.
it. I liked it
Oh,
enough.
you finally watched it for
Finally
the first
watched
time.
it. Yeah, yeah.
I liked it a lot. Yeah, it was good.
I mean, I liked it a lot. I'm so steeped in that Knight's history that I couldn't get over my own knowledge of it, which is my
But
fault.
all that stuff
not
that
them.
happened.
Oh, exactly. To a
John
T.
Belushi
Yeah.
went to that ice rink.
Yeah. in
5 minutes
Colorado.
before air.
And they hired Alan Zweibel between dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
At a bar.
The
Is he on the
audio.
bar with
the
the-
bar guy. Okay,
yeah.
yeah. I was thinking
Yeah.
of that, and then the audio engineer
Yeah, the
who
audio
they
engineer.
ripped from the other
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Yeah, Alan
That's funny.
Zweibel definitely not hired months, if not a year before. Definitely. Not.
Yeah.
But I did like. I want to say I did. I
The
did
crew,
like
the
it.
cast was really
Yeah,
great. They were
yeah.
fantastic.
Oh, I thought the guy who was Aykroyd was great. I thought.
Dylan
Dylan O'Brien.
Dylan
Yeah,
O'Brien.
he was good.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy who played Chevy Chase was great too.
Yeah, I think there. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
and there was one. The dude that played Andy Kaufman actually had another role. He was another.
Yeah,
guy.
he
did-
played Jim Henson. as well.
Oh,
I
that's
did
right.
think they did Henson
yeah.
a little dirty. They
Yeah.
turned Henson into this like
a
oh
farce.
gosh darn,
Yeah.
he wasn't that necessarily.
Yeah.
But Laserbolt
Laserbolt
says,
says-
I really think you should watch the Star Wars Holiday Special Doc. It's a lot of fun. I think I will. I've explained before. I was defensive about it because even though the Holiday Special isn't great, there's people use it as a battering ram against Star Wars, and then I don't enjoy everyone who made the film. I don't enjoy them, so I didn't want to give them the view. But
Is this like a new thing?
it came out a couple years ago?
Oh, okay.
But I've heard good things from people I trust, including Laserbolt.
Okay.
So maybe I'll watch it. Maybe maybe I'll get home tonight and instead
Bust
of
it
playing
on.
golf, I'll fire that up.
What golf game are you playing?
Yeah, what do you play?
PGA
Hell yeah.
2K25.
Hell yeah. Okay, I was
Ooh.
curious if it was out because I played the one from a couple years ago.
Are you,
but,
you get it? We'll
yeah,
we'll play. We'll do some one-on-ones.
Yeah, maybe I'll get to know. I used to play Tiger Woods all the time back
Same,
the PGA
same.
Tour, like
And
way
then,
back.
and
in
then
the
they
day.
distanced themselves
Yeah.
from him for a
Then
while.
it was Rory
I had the
McIlroy for a year or two.
Which
yeah.
no shade to Rory McIlroy,
Yeah,
but what a
it's not
difference!
Tiger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did you all play the Rory McIlroy game? Yeah.
No, but I remember I played
I'm back, baby.
2K22 or 23 when they first kind of started doing it.
Yeah.
Liked it, but if you're
I'm
the
back,
first
baby.
person I've known that's playing it, so I'm like, I'm excited.
I just got it.
Okay.
I just won my third tournament. I
Okay.
may have set the level too easy because I'm
when I
I'm winning
start,
20 under.
it's when you putt and you have like the putt assist where you can see the trail of the ball,
Yeah,
and you're like, well, I
yeah,
guess I need
but I
this.
like it.
Yeah.
Let me know
Yeah.
when there's a Happy Gilmore DLC. Then maybe
Oh, there
I'll-
should be.
Can
That's
I?
a pretty good idea.
Can I say something?
I'd love to have Happy
I-
Gilmore
I
on
might-
Fortnite.
I might-
No.
I'm-
I'm going against you here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think I'm excited for the movie. The trailer actually did something for
I
me.
liked it.
I kind of liked
What,
it.
you didn't like it?
I'm kind of looking forward.
Why
I know.
didn't
you like
I
it?
know. We're in this
I'm
age.
worried. I'm very
I
worried.
know we're in this age where these comedy sequels 20 years after the fact have all been fairly disappointing,
Mm-hmm.
and it's coming out on a streaming service, whatever. The trailer kind of worked for me. I don't know.
I'm with
I don't
you,
know.
Cody.
I'm worried about the.
Maybe I just want it to.
I think
to
I'm
work.
just worried about the constant cameos. It just feels like, hey, this person's famous. That's funny.
Okay.
That's
mean,
what it feels
okay.
like.
Okay.
But Sandler likes to cast parties.
Sure.
He likes to have fun with his friends.
I think as long as he's and this is what I did get, which did get me excited. If he's true to who Happy is,
Yeah.
he seems very much like it.
Yeah.
The scene that made me laugh because he's got like 8 kids, I guess,
Uh-huh.
and like they all got frustrated
Oh,
and
yeah.
mad and started beating the cars. Like that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You just-
into it.
what are you worried about? You worried about legacy comedies getting sequels don't work as well?
Yeah, no,
Like
I
a little.
it just didn't. I don't know.
How big of a Happy Gilmore fan? Because I'll say
Oh,
this, I am
All time,
a Adam Sandler supporter, but I don't watch or enjoy all of his films. The only one I really truly enjoyed was Happy Gilmore. Didn't see Billy Madison. I like Little Nicky enough. It's what it is, but
I like a little Nicky a lot.
Happy Gilmore's probably my favorite.
but Happy Gilmore's my
It's-
favorite.
Yeah.
That was an experience.
I
for
watched.
me.
I burned through that VHS tape
Oh, yeah.
hundreds of times. As a
And,
kid.
man,
It's incredible.
Maybe-
Great soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm with him. That's probably my favorite. Adam Sandler.
Julie Bowen.
Yeah.
I'll end that sentence there.
Shooter.
Shooter
McGavin.
McGavin.
Yeah.
Every
Back.
time he shows up in Hacks, I'm like, Shooter.
Oh,
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah. Oh, I finished Hacks or caught up. to
Hacks
the
is
full-
great too.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. No, I'm just a little. I'm
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I'll be reserved. I won't
Okay.
be too negative.
That's
I'll be
fine.
reserved.
Be open to it.
I'm going in to laugh. I want to laugh.
I mean, look, I don't know what's happened to me. Like, I'm actually looking forward to going to see Superman.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
You boys know me.
Wow.
I don't like superhero movies too much. I don't watch a lot of them, and I almost I did get laid off because I didn't watch movies, in part. So I actually got emotional at the trailer, and I
Wow.
got a little teary eyed, and I'm excited to see
You're
the
gonna go
film.
out. You're gonna go out and watch this.
Yeah, I
thing.
might go out.
we should all go together and
Let's
watch
go
Superman.
out together.
Just like Independence Day Resurgence.
Yes.
Let's go out there.
Yes.
Get
Yes,
the gang
yes,
together.
yes.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Again, I'm off Twitter now. I was on it for a week, but you see anything about Superman on there, it's just negative.
yeah.
Just
I
Snyder
think,
fans just going crazy.
I don't have anything against Zack Snyder. I don't.
No, neither do I.
I just think he's created properties and films and everything that attract a little bit of flies to the shit. And I think I've heard him say some things that I agree with, and he actually attacked the fandom menace, and I think I support him that.
I remember that. He was like on their stream.
On their stream, and
when
he kind of didn't realize what it
because he
and
had
then was
no
like,
idea where
you
he
guys
was
are.
on. That's classic.
Fascist. But I think it's the right time for the Superman being a beacon of hope.
I think that's what we need. I love James Gunn. They just finished the movie like full on
The other
finish.
day, yeah.
They announced that it's locked. It's all done.
It's locked, baby.
A whole month before the movie's out. That's crazy.
And I think, I'll be honest, like being currently without my dog and being sad about that. She's alive and well, but if she's not in my house right now. Crypto showing up got me.
Oh God, yeah. And if
which by the way, I got here tonight and was not greeted by Draco.
Yeah, he doesn't come out as much.
It's
I
hit or
know.
miss with me as well, and I feel like we're boys, and he just
Yeah,
I don't
we're
really
tight,
see him.
dog.
He just wants to chill in there, and then like I try to get him out, and he's like, "Dude, I'm sleeping right now." I'm like, I don't want to. He's like,
Cody every Monday.
He's like, my hair's down. I don't,
Yeah.
I got my pajamas on.
Yeah,
so,
I get it, Draco,
I'm sorry.
fine.
But James Gunn, he does well with animals in his movies.
Yeah.
He also tortures them.
He also, I have not
if they
watched.
killed James,
I have not
He's not
watched
gonna
that
kill the
third
dog.
he kills
Guardians.
this fucking dog.
No way he
You
kills
haven't
the
seen the
dog.
third one?
No, because Grace and her sister went and they came back traumatized.
I haven't watched it since,
Okay.
but I do want to again. But in hindsight, there's only a couple scenes that are very hard to watch, like very hard. But by the end, it's such a beautiful movie.
No, I heard. I heard
Guardians
good things
3.
about that. Yeah, and I do. I really like the first two, but
Two's still the best.
We don't
You
have
like
to do
to-
this. We
you
don't have to do this,
really?
Christian.
You can do it.
We
I
don't
don't
have to do
dislike- I don't-
this.
It'd be a good clip out.
We don't. No, we won't. I'm not opening that.
do it for the content.
Let's do a poll. Let's
Doing
do a
it.
poll.
Not
Right
doing
now.
it. We've done it.
Damn it.
All right.
What do they say?
I don't. I'm
Pull up
pretty
the
sure,
archive.
I'm pretty sure you've won this battle
what's-
many
oh,
times.
Is the divide you like one and you like two? Is that
Oh,
the
I don't even
divide?
know if it's that. It's just that I love.
He just
two
really
so
loves
much.
two,
Well, okay.
and I think it's just okay. And
Yeah.
he's like really.
I thought it was-
for 8 years now has been just hammering it
Okay.
home.
Has it been that long? I don't think
The
it's-
movie was 2017, Christian.
That's like 5
Yeah,
years.
yeah. We were
Years ago.
I had a job when it was in theater.
It'll end when it hits.
What?
the 10
Okay,
year
but let me
anniversary.
Sure.
in short here. What do you like about it? What's the big calling card for you? The pull.
That it's not a I don't want to say conventional, but it's not your typical sequel. It's a hangout movie, and I'm a sucker for
For the
hangout
record,
movies.
I like that it's not your typical sequel. Just want to
Okay.
point that out. I like that aspect.
I
of
won't.
it.
If I keep bringing this
It's
up,
got
I
the
won't
big
punch
stuff.
down at Guardians because I think Guardians 1's fucking great.
Guardians 1 is a borderline perfect movie in my opinion, but we can save that for another discussion.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think I
So-
would agree with you there too.
but it's got the deep stuff with the father stuff.
the stuff with the
right?
father's
Yeah,
really
so it's got
great.
some legs there.
The stuff with oh my god, the stuff with Yondu.
Yeah,
Can't
dude.
believe we're
I-
talking about this. I fucking can't believe we're doing this.
I've repeated this so many
I
times.
cannot do this
I-
anymore.
But
Sorry.
it's the I'm pretty sure we should find this. I'm pretty sure I've said this on every single time we talk about this movie. The final shot of Guardians 2 is just perfect. It's absolute perfect. It's
the one of Rocket.
the
right?
one of Rocket
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the tear coming down. It's
Sure.
beautiful. It makes
Sure.
me fucking cry
Look,
every
it's good.
time.
About every 6 episodes of Force Center, I bring up the same point I made 6 weeks ago and
Okay.
not remember it. So you're okay.
All right, shut up.
You're okay. You're okay.
And as I have said many times, I think the last 30, 40 minutes of Guardians 2 is some of the best stuff in the entire Marvel universe.
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
It's the first 90 minutes that is kind of blah for me.
Hmm.
Just saying.
We don't need to.
Just saying. We don't need to talk
we've
about
been
this
through
again.
this.
We
though.
don't
I'm just
need
asking
to
questions.
relitigate
We don't
this.
need to do this again.
I'm just
That's
asking
what I'm trying
questions.
to
Do we
say.
need
Do we need to talk about the Lost World?
Okay.
It's another thing.
Are you
Oh,
guys, are you
God.
guys gonna play Jurassic World Evolution 3?
Oh, yeah. I was stoked for
No,
that. I saw
he's-
that
yeah.
trailer, yeah.
I
I don't know if
Yeah.
I played the second one. I
I
played
played
the
a
first
little
one
bit
a
of the second one. The first one I played a ton of.
Yeah.
I pretty much beat that. I'll get the
I
third
liked it.
one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I had a job covering Summer Game Fest on Friday.
Oh.
So I had to watch
so
it
you were
all
like
live.
you're
Yeah.
in the know.
Nice.
No, baby.
Is there anything from there that you saw? You were like, that looks like. That looks
There's no golfing, though.
No, there was
No
there was
golfing.
a big lack of sports, quite
Yeah.
frankly.
Yeah, they knew their audience.
They do that. Yeah, I was a little disappointed. Yeah, you know what is Felt That, which is the puppet boxing game.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, okay, this is completely
Yeah.
weird and wonderful. And this is no disrespect to some of the big games because they got quite a crowd reaction, but I couldn't tell them apart. It's all like
it's a lot.
It's a wasteland, and here's a demon with a dick out of his mouth, and it's all gory, and I'm like, okay.
The one ill.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god!
Once the baby
Independent-
showed up, I was
independent
like, I'm
studio.
good. I'm good.
I
the
thought
cool-
that was Resident Evil or at least like a Silent Hill, and I was like, holy shit!
Can we talk about your experience with watching this stream
Dude.
with your Resident Evil ups and downs? It was so much fun.
And whoever
much
called it in the chat, I think it was Manny or maybe it was you who said like, I hope he got off the stream.
That was me.
That was you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
100%
I know,
did.
yeah.
And I was like, you know what? This thing's wrapping up right now.
Yeah.
I might as well go back. And as soon as I pulled it, I was like, oh!
Yeah.
So basically, there have been a lot of rumors about Resident Evil 9
Right.
finally being announced.
You can say that's probably your favorite video game franchise.
That's my
30 years. Been around for
Yeah.
30
years.
Yeah.
30 years. I've been playing it since not the beginning, but pretty close to the beginning.
Okay.
So I was very much looking forward to this. The last entry in the series proper, I guess in terms of canon, which was the 8th game, was like 5 years ago, and they've just been doing remakes ever since, which have been fantastic. So I've been waiting for this and waiting. And so there were a couple of little snippets. First, there was like a fun little thing with the actress that plays Lady Dimitrescu.
Maggie,
She's
yeah.
the really tall, beautiful mama who you just want to step on you.
What's going on over there?
I'll show you. I'll show you.
I know the character.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Yeah. I've got.
I'm very
I should have wore it. I
familiar.
have a shirt of her. I should have wore it. But she came out and did like a fun little thing, saying basically like, all Resident Evil games are on sale. Blah blah blah. I was like, okay, cool. I don't think that's it. And then she comes back on, and then they show like snippets of all the games a little bit here and there. And then they're like, oh, here's the head of Capcom. I was like, here it is.
Yeah.
Here it is. And he's like, hey, thank you, everybody. I want to thank you all for your support for over the years. We're working really hard on this next Resident Evil game. And so just going to have to wait a little bit longer. It'll be here in the blink of an eye. Thanks, everyone. And then fades away. I was like, you motherfuckers. Yeah. And then like I'm going off.
And the whole time in the Discord, he's like getting excited. He's like, here we go, it's happening.
And then everyone's just laughing.
Yeah.
Everyone's laughing.
It was very fun.
And then I'm like, this game's not coming out for fucking years, because usually what happens is when they announce these games, it'll by the time they announce it, it will be released within a year. Like around that kind of time. And I was like, oh, this game's not coming out for a minute. They're definitely not going to make it, because their anniversary, when they did eventually announce it, is around the time when the new game is coming out for the 30-year anniversary. And then so I completely turn off. I forget what, Amber and I were watching something. It might have been like Black Mirror or something. I don't remember what the hell it was. And then I was like, it was close. It was a 2-hour event, and it was very close. 2 hours, yeah. It was very close to the end. I was like, maybe I should check. I'll just check Discord first. I checked Discord, and everyone's going crazy. I was like, ah! I paused. I was like, Amber, sorry, we got to pause it. And I looked the thing, and then they finally announced. Well, but I knew it was Resident Evil 9 just because everyone was saying something. But if I had watched the trailer,
it was a good reveal.
It was a great reveal.
Like it was. I was thinking the whole time like it'd be really funny if it was Resident Evil, but like that was just in the back of my mind. I don't think I really thought it. And then when I saw the
RPD,
I was like, oh fuck, Christian. That's when I was like, get in here.
I would have gotten it right when he said Ashford.
Okay.
Because the main, I don't know if she is the main character, but who was presented seemingly, Grace Ashford. Apparently is the daughter of a character from a spin-off game.
Oh, okay.
And she was like a reporter. There was 2 games that came out, Resident Evil Outbreak, Files 1 and 2, and you basically play as random characters placed in like Raccoon City when the outbreak is happening. And then once you survive that, you go on these other like little adventures. And she was a character in it. She's also mentioned like in a newspaper in Resident Evil 7. So it's interesting that they like took that and like, oh yeah, she's the main character. And then the trailer is just beautiful. It doesn't really tell you anything except they show all of Raccoon City. The first time in the entire franchise, you've never like gone back to any of that. So it feels very fitting for a game celebrating its 30-year anniversary to kind of do this and then to not show any legacy characters. There have been rumors and there was voices in the game or in the trailer. I was like, oh, that might be this. That might be the. Oh, is that this? So very mysterious.
Look at you.
Have no idea what even the gameplay is going to look like. They're setting it up to be like, this is something they've never done before kind of thing. So I'm like, what the fuck is this game going to be?
It's golfing.
It's
golfing. There could be.
Resident golf.
But I'm very excited. I was a happy boy. I was crying by the end. I was crying. They've been doing this the past few Resident Evil, ever since 7, where they do like a cool thing. Like in 7, they revealed the V2.
Right.
And then it spelled out Resident Evil within the logo.
Yeah.
For V3, they did for Village. It was like the V and the 3, and then they just spelled Village and then revealed Resident Evil. And then this one, it was like RE and Requiem. The 9, it was just Requiem. And then the title above, I was like, these motherfuckers.
My question, having watched it and I was taking notes for fandom.
Great.
The moment you're talking about with the head of Capcom, he literally reveals it 2 seconds later with the trailer. You turned off your TV.
It wasn't
2 seconds.
It wasn't 2 seconds.
They start the trailer.
It was fairly.
They start
soon
the
after.
trailer.
It was like no, they did other segments. They showed other trailers.
It was
I
like
thought.
20 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, it was.
20
It
minutes?
was under 30 for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe
it was,
I'm misremembering what I thought I saw.
yeah.
But
I just thought it was like, oh, okay.
because it was the last reveal of the event.
Yeah. They saved it for last. It was best. They got me. They
You're
got
right.
me.
You're right about that. Okay, because she comes back out, the whole thing like they
Yeah.
reveal it. Then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
watched it. My favorite part was Mads Mikkelsen coming out for 10 seconds.
for Death Stranding, yeah. Oh no, not even that. He came out for the James Bond
James
thing.
Bond.
Yeah.
Ken, we've talked to you about this before.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get into Death Stranding.
You have to
I'm
play
telling
Death
you, it's
Stranding.
your vibe.
Why?
It's
What?
just-
What?
it's
Sell me
so-
on it.
we tried last time, but I don't
I
think
don't
we
know
did
if
a
we
very
did.
good job.
Death
But
Stranding 2
You like
is coming
walking?
out. I do like walking.
Okay.
You like babies?
Not really.
okay,
Well, it's not really a baby though.
don't worry about the baby.
Okay.
Okay.
You're
But I
you're a delivery man in a post-apocalyptic America,
Uh-huh.
and you just sometimes casually have to escape, a creature or two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this
Or two.
because I
Yeah.
occasionally deliver Uber Eats for money?
That's
and
not
that
why I
you're
thought.
thinking that
That's not why I thought that
would
at
like
all.
this
I just
delivery? You
thought I
wanna
was
tie it
thinking
into
Red
it.
Dead vibes, where you're just kind of like
You want to think of
traversing
it like that?
the
Okay.
nation. It's the same
You
idea.
essentially do play an Uber drives person, but you're connecting to America.
Is
Yeah.
is it a horror game?
There's aspects, but
No.
no.
I get scared easily.
No,
boys.
no. It's like Japanese
Some of those
craziness.
encounters, once again, maybe one or two, can get a little intense.
you
But I think the vibes are really up your alley as well. Like it's
I'll
it's
take a
it's
closer
a
look at
really
the
like
trailer.
it's
Watch-
a nice moody little
Watch
game.
Game Ranks. Our good friend Jake Baldino. Watch his Before You Buy on it. Maybe that'll sell you.
You're just walking around the mountains in the rain.
Yeah.
for a long.
To be fair,
periods of
he's like a
time.
huge Kojima fan, so like he probably glazed it more than other people would. But it's a good game.
Does he rank golf games?
I don't know if he does that.
I don't know if he does.
Do
Actually,
you have your top chat on or your live chat? Is no one chatting with us?
Nah, nobody cares about us. No.
Once we started talking about
No,
Death
it's
Stranding,
just
I guess
laser
too.
bolt, just laser
Although the new one comes out in a couple weeks. Excited about
It's at
that.
the end of the month.
But,
Death Stranding 2 on the beach,
Yeah, yeah,
starring
yeah.
Elle Fanning.
I saw the trailer.
Someone else.
Nicholas Winding Refn's back, maybe.
Yeah, he's
don't
in it.
know.
Conan's in the first one.
That's right.
I don't know
That's
about
right.
this. It seems scary. It just seems.
It's not scary. It's a
not
little.
scary.
It can get a little
It,
complicated,
it can
but
get intense, but it's not scary.
thank you, Laserbolt. Thank you for the
Thanks.
test.
Yeah.
Maybe-
land that Cessna Laserbolt.
Would you ever play a Resident Evil game? That's
on.
too
No,
scary.
come on.
Scary.
Come on.
Scary.
You never-
No, that's horror.
That
That
is
is
horror.
Death Stranding
I
is
don't
not
do.
horror.
I don't do that scary
Okay.
stuff. I don't do the.
Cody, have you ever finished a Resident Evil game?
No.
Never. But you
I've
played.
started a few.
You started
I'm
a few.
familiar enough with them.
Okay. Well, you know what? I've got a little game for us then. Ken, if you recall, I feel like this was years ago. It was just you and me on a show, and I had you guessing Dead Space creatures.
I did. Yeah, I do remember that.
So
I think people on TikTok still hate me.
maybe, but that was a lot of fun. And since Resident Evil 9 was just announced, and Cody, you're vaguely familiar.
I know somewhat.
You know somewhat. They're not
Yeah.
experts. If there was an expert here on Resident Evil, it's probably me out of the three of us. So let's play. Guess the Resident Evil creature.
Okay.
Now, I've got 15 of them here across all of the games. I picked most of my favorites and some of the popular ones. So we're gonna do that, and you're gonna do your best.
Okay.
Okay. I'll try to give you some hints.
Please do.
Think outside of the box, and then some. You're not gonna get it.
Okay.
You're not gonna get
And
it.
we're guessing names.
Guess what the creature is called. Okay.
Oh, what the creatures?
Yeah. So here we go.
That is a Armius Rex.
Armius Rex. That's pretty good.
It's a grabber.
Grabber. See, this is the thing when you were doing Dead Space. There were more names like that. They're not like this. It's not Grabber either.
Okay.
No.
Never skipped arm day. Fucking Mr. Fantastic.
Monolimb.
Kind of looks
Yeah.
like a ball sack a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is,
guys
that
give
is
up?
that a hint?
No.
Testicle Man. No. Okay.
If you want a hint, Black Mirror.
Ah.
Choose your own adventure.
Oh, Bandersnatch?
This is Bandersnatch. Good
That's-
job.
Okay.
I don't know how.
Totally nailed it.
It does it when this creature's coming after you. It does extend its arm and snatches you.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe there's something there.
Okay.
So there we go.
Okay.
All right,
That was
here we
fun.
go. This is a.
Kujarific.
That's a good name.
That's a Arcanine. right there.
It does look
from
like an
the-
Arcanine a
no?
little bit.
Okay.
This is actually a Cerebus or Cerebrus, however you want to say it.
Cerebus.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
It is a
Cerberus-
zombie dog,
Cerberus,
but it
yeah.
is classified
Sure.
as
Yeah,
that name.
sure.
But you guys were close.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Here we go. Aha. This
Uh,
one's a little more on the nose.
That's Leatherface.
Is it like one character? Is it like a dude?
His name is technically Dr. Salvador, but they call him something.
Okay, so when you say these are creatures, are there multiple of this man with a chainsaw?
That's what I'm wondering.
There's a couple of them, but he's like the main one. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is Dr. Buzz.
Not too far off.
Okay.
Think very literal.
Dr.
No,
Not that literal?
no.
Okay, sorry. Charlie Chainsaw.
No.
Chainsaw Charlie was a
Oh,
WWE wrestler.
there we
Yeah.
go.
Terry
Yeah.
Funk.
Oh, sorry, Laserbolt. Not Cerebus, Cerebrus. Maybe that's what it is.
Okay.
For the dog,
Cerebrus
but
has
sorry,
three
just
heads.
going
Yeah,
back
yeah,
to that.
yeah,
But
I got nothing here.
what is he wielding?
A chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
Who is he? What is he?
Dr. Chain.
Saw.
Well, he's a
Dr. Buzz. He's a killer.
chainsaw,
Chainsaw Doctor.
He's a chainsaw killer.
more general.
Chainsaw Man.
Yes, there you go.
What?
They call him the Chainsaw Man.
Come on.
Dr.
outta here.
Salvador.
Get
Come
out.
on,
I'd
He's
rather-
from Resident Evil 4. So
Okay,
shout out. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
I've seen this Cloverfield movie. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Is
Okay, this is more of a think of
Lizard Con.
not a gatherer, but a
A hunter?
yes. Good job.
Let's do-
Yes, first a hunter, first seen in
Okay.
the first Resident Evil, and then popped up back
It
up
does
in
look
RE3.
Like
Okay.
1997
All right.
graphics there.
Are any of these just called zombies? I mean,
Oh well, maybe we'll get there. Oh, here we go. This is
that's
from-
a clicker from The Last of Us. Right
No,
there.
no, Cody, no,
Okay,
no.
sorry. Don't include
Don't
that
be
in the
don't
clip.
be coy.
Oh, no.
That is a Teethazoid.
I will say this one is named after a metal band.
Slipknot.
No, that's a good guess. There hasn't been a creature named Slipknot. That'd be good.
Jethro Tull.
Pantera.
I will say 70s, 80s thrash metal? No, thrash melodic metal.
Danzig. That's not metal.
LA Guns.
They have a mascot, this band.
A mascot.
Mm-hmm. Guitar Hero. No?
No. Metal is not
Led
my...
Zeppelin?
No.
Number of the Beast.
Oh, Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. That was way too many hints.
So that's called an Iron
That's
Maiden?
called Iron Maiden.
Why?
Mhm. I don't
Is
know.
he made of iron?
So this one is
there's
a
no logic to this,
Okay.
Cody.
No,
Trying
let
to
me explain.
find.
This one is like an
Okay.
upgraded version of another type of creature, and this one spits out spikes. So,
Okay.
so there you go. See, the laser bolt got it.
Okay.
Shout out.
Laserbolt was a roadie for
All right,
Iron
this
Maiden.
one this one's kind of on the nose.
That's Carnage.
Yeah.
Oh, that does kind of look like Carnage. This one was first introduced in Resident Evil 2, if that helps you.
Liquor.
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually did know that.
Oh,
one.
you
Yeah,
son of a
I did
bitch.
know that
Okay.
one.
All right.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
job. Good job. Okay, here we go.
Oh, it's Mr. Something.
Oh, yeah. and then-
Mr. X?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh,
X gonna
you're
give it to
serious.
you.
There we go. There we
Okay.
go.
Introduced in Resident Evil 2,
Okay.
technically also known as a tyrant, but they call him Mr.
Okay,
X. All
okay.
right, here we go.
Okay, now I lost.
This bad boy.
That is Boomstick.
I like that. A little
I don't
crossover to
even
Evil
know
Dead.
What's going on here? Okay. So he's like a
Is
okay.
it is it a singular person?
It's a singular name.
Chainsaw Man.
No, he doesn't have a chainsaw. He's got a
Okay.
bazooka. So
Bazooka Man.
Oh,
yes. No, he's not.
I was gonna walk off.
Yeah. Max Bazooka.
No, he was first introduced in Resident Evil 3 with a subtitle of his name.
Barry Bazooka.
No, he's not the hero.
Villainous Bazooka.
Oh, close. What's the antithesis of a hero?
An anti-hero.
An anti-hero.
Oh no, that's
A
no.
villain.
Antichicus Bazookaness.
Spider-Man to Green Goblin.
His name's Willem Dafoe.
2 weeks. Who is the Joker to Batman?
his rival. His arch enemy.
Arch.
Arch rival.
Not Arch.
Rival Arch Manning.
Arch.
Could
What?
be drafted next year. to
He's his
NFL.
arch.
Arch
enemy.
nemesis.
There you go.
Oh, come on.
Woo!
That's
It's
his
ju-
name.
It's just
Okay.
Nemesis, by the way. It's not Arch. But
Jesus.
I'm just trying to help you out.
Okay.
Confused.
Okay.
First introduced
Okay.
in Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, where Nemesis is sent into Raccoon City to hunt down
This is-
the remaining STARS members from the Ackley Mountains who survived the events of Resident Evil 1 and 0.
Yeah.
Put some
Okay.
goddamn respect. Thank you, Crafted Jedi 66 and Will. Appreciate it. All right, here we go. You guys are doing great.
Facehugger.
That is.
Which one is this?
Arachnozoid.
That's a good name, but no.
Okay.
It's the spike that comes out of the big alien in Starship Troopers.
Oh, the brain bug.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Damn it.
This one is named. This is a very specific hint because you're not going to get it.
Thank you.
Named after a very popular horror film in 2024.
2024.
Yeah.
Long legs.
No,
that's a good guess.
That's
a
fucking funny.
good guess.
But no, it's not. Those aren't legs either. Those are technically
Claws.
claws.
Iron Claw.
Mia Goth.
Was she in a movie last year?
He was in the X one. The
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right. No. Oh, well, that movie's called?
Maxine.
Yeah, but that's not it.
Oh, God damn it.
No.
So it's not the Iron Claw.
Let's said it. No, it's not the Iron Claw. It's not the monkey or the thing either.
This monkey's gone to
This
heaven.
one, this movie, popular horror movie, was nominated for Oscars.
Nosferatu.
Yeah.
They just called it Nosferatu.
I guess so. He's technically the father of the Ashford kids.
Oh,
and
my
so
God.
they tried to bring him back to life. It's a whole thing. It's a little
I
complicated.
think we need to talk to the creative department. At
Well,
Resident
I
Evil.
like long legs better.
To be fair, they were probably a different kind of name in Japanese,
Oh,
and then
okay,
America
sure.
was like
Okay,
Nosferatu.
sure.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because like in Japan, it's not Resident Evil, it's Biohazard. So it's something different. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
This one I have to look up. This one's from Resident Evil 5.
Well, that's a bat. It's like a bat.
It's like a bat pig.
Oh,
Bat snail kind of thing.
pork bat.
I like that.
It's a
But
pork bat.
that's not what it is, though. And let's be serious, please. It's from Resident Evil 5.
Oh, you're right. You're
Jesus
right.
Christ.
Swine bat.
I got
closer.
I got nothing, man.
Got nothing?
Oh my God.
I have to look this
there are
one up.
these
What
flying things
is-
in StarCraft that like crash into ships and shit, but
Yeah.
it's not them.
Okay.
Okay, and you're fighting. You're fighting.
Are these things flying?
Yeah.
This
they're
one,
flying, or
this one doesn't really fly.
Okay.
There are ones that do fly, but this one doesn't.
Okay.
I don't really know what else I can hint.
Is that a helmet it's wearing? What's going on in his
No,
hump
that's like
there?
its a tail.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
Wait,
it's like
yeah.
it's like a tail.
It's a tail.
Yeah.
It kind
I
of.
thought that was the head.
Quite frankly, I thought it was a knight's
It's a
head.
tail,
I thought
and
was
it kind of flaps up, and then like the only way you can kind of kill it is once you've weakened it. It falls to its side, and you can shoot. It's like a shell.
Where's the head then? Is it the
Yeah.
little like chode on the bottom?
yeah,
It's at the
It's a
bottom.
little
It's like a
head.
mouth. Yeah, it looks like a
Got it,
bat.
got it. Oh, I see. Okay.
I'll give it to you because I don't. You might. You were getting close.
Okay.
This is Popo Karimu.
Say what now?
Popo Karimu. Now, this game's a little controversial because it takes
Popo
place in Africa, and there's some questionable things that happen to it. So there's a lot of creatures that I didn't want to pull from. This was like one of the most harmless
wow.
ones.
Okay.
So,
Wow, that's an
but you
interesting
guys,
decision
you're
there.
close. You're almost
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you saw the
Oh.
Iron Maiden earlier.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This is they're brothers. Okay. This is what happens when you see this
Iron
one
Man.
first. No.
No.
This is not a metal band.
Okay.
But this is something that happens when it keeps coming back.
Regenerator.
Yeah.
What?
That's it.
Regenerator?
No,
Yes, it
no.
is.
You're gonna reveal. You're like,
got it.
You're acting all fucking excited.
got
You're
it.
like, it's not.
That's the
And then
regenerator.
There's no fucking way.
It's a regenerator.
No way.
Holy shit,
no
Ken.
way.
I
Yes.
got it.
No way.
You give me this, Cody. I got it.
It's called a regenerator.
Oh.
Look at it.
Oh my god.
That's what it is.
Okay,
See?
fine.
See?
Fine.
Fuck yeah,
Okay.
dude.
Fine.
Thank
Hell
you.
yeah.
Thank
All right,
you.
we're making progress. Here we go. All right.
Mm-hmm.
The Swamp Thing. We've got.
This one's-
Mila Jovovich?
Is he in the water? I'm
No,
thinking
he's
because
not.
the green.
No.
Oh, okay.
This one was first
Oh.
introduced in the first Resident Evil, if that helps.
Oh,
It does not.
Swampator.
No. Related to Mr. X. I mentioned it earlier.
Let's see here.
Mr. X.
Not Mr. X. It's what Mr. X is.
Oh, okay.
He kind of looks like he's doing the
It looks like a swamp thing.
little thing, you know, like the gotcha. You know, when you hold the,
Sure.
the whole thing.
sure,
Yeah, it looks
sure.
like you're doing it. You
The
got it.
sign for white
That's
supremacy
right,
now?
that is
Yeah.
good.
I think that's a different way, is it
Hold
not?
on.
Isn't it not?
It's the same. Well, now I'm going to.
Let's all
Oh,
do it
son of
right
a
now.
bitch.
Okay.
I didn't know that. Okay.
I'm really lost here. I keep thinking of like aquatic creatures here. I'm thinking like
Yeah.
He's
shape
not
of
aquatic
water type
whatsoever.
thing.
Looks like he's in a swamp.
You do find him
Yeah.
in like a bath kind of tube.
Okay, so is he like a moldy man? Is he
No.
like
man.
No.
Oh, bath bomb.
I like it. No,
I-
this is the Tyrant 001, I believe.
How are we gonna
Oh,
get
Tyrant
001?
I mentioned Tyrant
Oh,
earlier.
boy.
Okay, yeah, okay. I didn't take that.
Now this one's fun.
Kratos.
Oh, that's close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like that.
Boy.
Is this
What's he
like
holding there?
yeah,
It's a claw arm.
The Iron Claw.
It looks like a droidica from Phantom Menace. I don't.
Oh, okay. This might help you. This is from Resident Evil 6, and it's chasing down Albert Wesker's son, Jake, and Sherry Birkin, who was the little girl from Resident Evil 2, all grown
yeah,
up. So this one's
absolutely.
dispatched
Right,
to
okay.
hunt after them for, terrorist reasons.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
see.
absolutely.
You don't have any... I can help.
No.
No.
Yeah, give us another hint.
You get he's in RE6. He's the big baddie. He's kind of like that
no.
generation's nemesis. It has nothing to do. It doesn't sound anything like Nemesis. So
Okay,
this one's actually Usanok.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys were close. You guys were
Okay.
close.
Okay.
All right.
Serpentor.
Ooh, that's fun. That's not it. No. So it's obviously
The
It's a snake.
Vexus.
Yeah.
it's a snake. So you see its mouth and you thinking it's what? What do you think it's doing there?
Dope.
It's biting.
No.
Bitey.
It's a biter.
Sucking.
It's
Yawning?
a yawner.
It's yawn.
Okay.
That's yawn.
It's a yawn.
That's
Yeah.
Wait, the character's name is Yawn.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
not a character, it's a creature. But yeah.
Okay.
Yawn.
Wow, okay.
Because it opens its mouth.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Fair.
In the first two Resident Evils, there's just a lot of big
get it.
creatures.
Yeah.
There's like giant spiders and scorpions.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one was a giant snake. So shout out. Shout out.
How do we still have more? Okay.
I think this might be.
We have 30 years of this.
This
game
might be
to
Is this
get
the
through.
first zombie you see?
Yeah, this is a zombie. Yes.
Oh, just a zombie?
That's just a zombie.
That's what I was waiting for.
Oh, I thought Jared Leto.
To be fair, I didn't order them in any way, but that's it.
Okay. All right.
You did it!
We didn't do it, but we did it.
Just to anyone who's a fan out there, I just want to apologize greatly. We did our best.
Yeah. What do
It
you
was
want
it
from
was
me?
horrible.
Oh, I
but
think
we
you guys
tried.
did great.
Okay.
I think you two did so much better than Ken did solo during the Dead Space one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I have no idea.
There's a lot of different names.
What do you want
It's a little hard. Some are on the nose.
what do you
Some
want
don't make
from me?
sense at all.
Okay.
But I'm glad you guys were great sports.
Okay.
You guys did a lot. That was a lot of fun. That made me
I
happy.
had fun doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
That was good.
All
That was
right.
good. Still
Good
not
job.
gonna play the game though.
Okay. Maybe we'll convince you of something else. We got Tony Hawk coming out next
Oh
month.
yeah, 3 and 4.
Oh hell yeah!
I did see the trailer where the BAM reveal with the CKY song.
Oh, they did get him in.
I did not watch that.
Oh.
I know he was
Okay.
announced to be in
Oh,
it, but
I
I
was
didn't
like,
see
I
the
hope I didn't
video.
spoil that
No,
for
no,
you.
no. It's all
Yeah.
right.
I love that game.
Did you play 3 and 4? I know you played 1 and 2.
I did not do. No, I did not.
You never did
no.
3 and 4
no,
back
No,
then.
no, no. back in the
Interesting.
day,
This is
yeah.
exciting. Then you can maybe do a new adventure. Okay.
All right. Give
Yeah.
it a go. Give it a go. I love those games. They do infuriate me
Okay.
very much
Why?
because I'm not great at them.
Well, don't worry about that.
I felt I
Play
was
at
better
your own
at them
pace.
back in the day
Mm.
because my roommates and I would play
Yeah.
ad nauseum. But I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not as good as you.
That doesn't matter, Ken. Okay. It is true as it is. No, I'm kidding.
It is true.
No, like 3 and 4 are fun, man. I think you really vibe with them. Bigger games.
I don't even know which one. I played 3 or 4. I played one of them. I want to say I played 3 because 4 kind of has a story.
Not a story.
Yeah,
It's
Okay.
just like a open world to where like you just ride around a map and you
Okay.
pick individual missions
Then I
as
played
opposed
3.
to it being a 2-minute
Oh,
timer.
like a city. and
Although
stuff like that.
in
Okay.
this, the remake, they're putting it under a timer.
Oh.
So they're making it like the first 3.
Okay.
With you can also expand the time limit because those levels are bigger. It's a whole thing.
Okay. Oh,
It's a whole thing.
Okay.
I
maybe.
love hearing you guys talk about the video games you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Because you really get into the lore. I
Yeah,
respect
yeah.
it. I respect
Okay.
None of it? No, except unless it's Red Dead.
it. No, I'll get into, I'll talk about Madden all night. if you
Okay.
want. Yeah,
There's
Red
deep
Dead.
lore with Madden.
Yeah,
Let me pitch you on this.
Okay.
This is a little horror adjacent, but it's more comedic.
Mhm.
It's called Dead Rising. You ever heard of this?
I've heard of the title, but I don't know what
Okay.
the game is. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It's basically Dawn of the...
What's going on there?
He gets really emotional.
He gets
when talking
really
about this
emotional.
game.
Are you
sometimes
okay?
it really just
Are
takes
you
a lot
having a
out
heart
of him.
attack?
sorry, they
I'm
took all
a
the
former trained first
Yeah.
responder.
They took all the-
but yeah.
I'm CPR certified.
Oh, that's great.
We can save lives together. You are too. You're a dad, right?
I am. Yeah.
Don't-
I
don't
got
you-
the CPR training.
You did. Did you renew it?
Yeah. No.
Okay. I don't know how often you have to
I
do
don't know.
that, but- Yeah, I
No,
don't know.
you had to do
No
that.
idea. I thi-
Like every
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Okay,
maybe
got
you
it,
have.
got it.
But
mine's long expired.
Dead Rising is basically Dawn of the Dead. So you play this journalist who goes into this town when like it's kind of under lockdown, and you land in this mall. You figure out, you kind of learn that there's some kind of crazy conspiracy as to why all the zombies are happening, and it's basically open world inside of a giant shopping mall with full of zombies.
Okay, again, I'm gonna say I get scared easily. So
But Ken,
I don't know if I don't
you can
know
go
if I
to
do.
a toy store and get like a silly kid's helmet and throw it on a zombie and take a photo of it. It's funny.
I think it would scare.
And then the boss battles are just psycho people that there's one that like owns the supermarket in there and he filled a shopping cart just full of knives and guns and he tries to run you over with it.
It's a comedy.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm looking at you like Cody's looking at you.
No, I'm not selling
Are you
you.
fucking with me right now?
Yeah.
Have you never heard of
I've
Dead
never
Rising?
heard of this.
Oh
Hold on.
my
I
god.
was- for the last 2
When-
minutes, I've been staring at you thinking, like, is he trying to do a Cody
Yeah,
bit
he's
right
doing
now?
a bit. He's
Oh
doing
my
a bit.
god.
Is he making
no.
up a thing?
Cody, they made
kinda-
4 of these games.
yeah, I know,
Dead
I kinda
Rising,
remember
it
hearing the
sounds
title.
familiar.
Dead Rising.
What did it first come out on?
It was like Xbox, PlayStation, Xbox 360 and PS3, I think. I played it then back in the day, and I'm playing it now because they just did a like remaster/remake. It's just entire new graphics, I think even voice cast and everything. But it's the same exact game, and it's wonderful. It's fun. It kind of fixes some of that original game was very glitchy and faulty in a lot of ways. So this kind of fixes it. But it's a lot of fun because I brought it up because you brought up the timer thing.
Yeah.
You basically, the whole game, you have like 72 hours before your helicopter comes to rescue you. And so while you're doing that, you're doing the main missions to kind of unravel as to why the zombie outbreak happened. All the while, you're coming across various survivors throughout the mall and various encounters. So like you'll try to save a couple survivors that are in like a gun shop, and the guy who's the gun shop owner is fucking crazy. Or like survivors in like there's a cult that takes over the movie theater. And they have hostages, and you have to try to save them. And then basically you take all your survivors to the safe room and take them back and forth. All the while, the entire mall is filled to the brim with zombies.
Okay.
All right.
And it's fun.
It seems complicated, but
It's not.
Is the shop owner who's crazy? Is he a zombie, or is he
He's
like
just a human.
Tim Robbins in War of the Worlds?
Yes. Every psycho is basically Tim Robbins from War of the Worlds. Yeah. There's like a crazy clown at one point with chainsaws.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. It gets more, it is comedic in a lot of ways, but it gets more comedic as the franchise goes along. I've really only played the first 2. The second one takes place in like an outside shopping mall, and you play like a Daredevil.
Lifestyle Center?
Yeah, Lifestyle Center. And but they're a lot of fun. They have a good humor about it. It's also Capcom, so there's a lot of Resident Evil references in that
Shared
first
universe?
Game. Not a shared universe. No. But it's a lot of fun. I'm surprised you haven't heard of this.
No.
I feel like you would have a lot of fun
I feel like
with
the
it.
title sounds familiar, but I've never played them for sure.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's this game was a blast, and I think what this remake does, it fixes a lot of bugs. Because like the timer system was so stressful in that first one because you would try to save survivors all the while try to get back in time before time is out, and you can actually fail your like main missions, but like there's various endings. There's like a ton of endings that you can actually get from it.
Okay.
It's great.
I kept waiting for you to be like, yeah, then you can go around the mall and buy clothes. You know,
You
can.
can.
You can ride a
Probably
train.
can now, yeah.
There's an underground parking structure where you can get into cars.
Of course.
You can change clothes. You can go to different like clothing stores and change it. All the weapons. I'm gonna sell you even more. All the weapons you use.
I don't know if you are.
There are. Ken, listen, sports. Okay.
Okay, I'm listening.
You can go golfing.
You can get a golf club and kill zombies by hitting golf balls at them.
All right.
You can get a baseball bat and wind up and fucking launch them.
It sounds like who doesn't love going to a?
You can throw a bowling ball.
Oh, Cody,
Okay.
he's appealing to you.
There are specific sports
He's
stores.
appealing-
I'm
to
still
you,
not
Cody.
convinced this isn't a fake game.
So everyone tell them this
You're a
is
little, like,
absolutely real.
You're yes-anding a little too strongly right now.
Yes.
Bowling ball.
And it's very
okay.
real.
Okay.
You take photo.
I believe you.
There's a lot of photo challenges
Okay.
because you're a photojournalist.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair.
Ask me anything else.
I don't know if I want to now. 'Cause
The
it
way
sounds fun.
The way you heal yourself is you go to the various food markets and you drink food You
Get like
eat,
lemonades
not
and
drink
hot dog
food.
on a stick.
You can
Yeah.
blend food together and make specialty drinks out of it. You
don't
read
know
books
about
from
those.
bookshops to get like specific upgrades.
Walden-
happening.
Go ahead, look it up.
I'm looking it up
Look
now.
it up, Cody.
You
I'm
don't-
1,000%
Yeah, it's happening now.
true
Okay,
on
hold
this.
on.
Laser Bolt. I
Laserbolt
played the first
confirms.
one and
Yeah,
it was a
you're right.
blast.
You're right. Okay, it's a
Thank
thing.
you.
It's a thing.
It's a
Yeah.
fantastic. I think you would actually. It's not hard.
Yeah.
Well, it can be, but
What's
it's
that
not.
supposed to mean? You think I suck at video games?
Yeah, what
Christian?
No, but you always
I
talk
do.
about how games are very hard and
I
you don't want to
I'm
do it.
really bad at video games.
All right, it's a lot.
All right, so that one won't sell you. Death
Yeah.
Stranding won't sell you.
No, none of those kind of. I don't like zombie.
Maybe
games
try watching
and,
watch a video or two just
Mm-hmm.
with Death Stranding gameplay and see if you catch on with the vibes.
I saw the trailer.
The tone of it is what I think you would connect with. It's
Mm-hmm.
just like it's very, I don't know. Once you
I will try.
watch it, you'll
I
understand.
will try for you.
Okay.
I will try for
Okay.
you, but I probably won't play it.
That's okay.
I-
Just watch a video
I
or
just
two.
created my golf character.
That's true.
and I've got some tournaments to win.
What about?
What do you
I
want?
like too many horror games.
Yeah, no, you like horror. I don't like horrors. Not horrors.
Horrors.
Get it?
Oh, maybe he. You know, he would like. He would like Firewatch.
What?
Oh.
I think you might like Firewatch.
Okay, sell me on Firewatch.
You're familiar with Watchtowers, the fire watchtowers?
In real life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you basically play a character who is in charge of just this watchtower
Okay.
For the summer.
for the summer,
Okay.
and it's just your kind of journey on this. And
So you're walking around the woods,
Just
doing various
seeing
tasks.
Yeah.
Squirrels and stuff. Okay.
You learn there's, the characters had some stuff going on in their past, which kind of led them to
Oh,
this
Very
job.
story driven. Yeah.
Okay.
You start chatting with a woman in another tower that's across the way. You start to bond with her a little bit. And then some,
you do.
not scary things, but mysterious things start to happen
Okay. Like,
in the woods that you got to kind of figure out what the mystery is.
What? Like what?
I don't want to spoil the best moment, but there's
Like
one moment where, well, maybe I'll just fucking say it. I don't know.
Like a murder mystery.
Kind of.
Kind of.
And there's you'll be out in the woods, and your lady friend will talk to you, be like, "So I see you up in your tower right now." He's like, "I'm not in my tower." And
Okay,
it's like,
you
oh
say-
shit.
Oh.
And who the hell's up in there? So you got to run
Like a
back and figure
thriller,
that
like
out.
a
Yeah, so it's kind of like that.
psychological thriller.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not. I mean, when you say it like that, that kind of got chills because
Yeah,
that
it's-
moment,
it's
that one,
such
that
a
was
good moment.
That
It's
was.
my
I was
favorite.
like, oh,
But it's not scary.
scary.
It's not scary at all. There's nothing jumping
No
out at you.
monsters jump
There's
out
no
at you.
No
monsters.
monsters, no.
You're just trying to figure out
it's a short game
what's
too.
going on around you, but it's not.
What's it called?
not scary.
Firewatch.
Firewatch. It's only a couple of hours.
Is
Yeah.
it like? Okay. It's like Myst. It's got some. You got to solve some mysteries going on. I know
Yeah, there's
it's
a-
a completely
there's-
different
yeah.
game, but
No.
No, like The Mist.
It's
Frank
it's a
Darabont?
narrative
no,
thing.
the
There's just
game Myst from the 90s.
I
Oh,
never
no.
no. Firewatch is just one
Is it like Pong?
straight narrative that you're just following. Yeah.
Myst is one of the best-selling games of all time.
Oh, fuck if I know.
You
Yeah.
didn't slap that CD-ROM in your computer, load that
A,
up.
a what?
No.
You slap that CD-ROM in your computer.
What's a CD-ROM?
Okay. All right.
Is that like we don't do physical anymore, dude? It's all
know,
digital
I
now.
downloaded golf. I downloaded it.
You know what? It breaks my goddamn heart
Okay.
because I saw Marcus Brownlee like opening up the Switch 2 and like going through it all, and he opened up the new Mario Kart, and it's just this giant plastic package with a tiny little cartridge in there.
I mean, that's how it was for the first Switch as well.
I know, but it's just like there's no
Yeah.
pamphlets anymore.
Oh yeah.
There used to
yeah.
be like story info.
Yeah,
That's
you
like
know.
music too. You used to love getting
Yeah.
the
God,
booklets.
man.
Yeah.
Laserbolt's got me. He's got my back. Mist is too old for these young wangers.
Oh, it's spelled MYS too.
Yeah,
okay,
Mist.
that's
Got it.
fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It's one of the great games of all time.
Yeah.
You know who would know it? Jake Baldino would know it.
Sure
He
you would.
probably would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably has some
Yeah.
think piece on it
Yeah.
on that site.
Trying to think what else. Firewatch is a good call.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima.
I do
Ooh,
want. I know
yeah.
that's great, and Red. I was just talking about it this week.
It's the Red Dead Redemption of Japan.
Yeah, that's what I hear. And then
Yeah.
and here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you because I was at this party this weekend. And someone asked me about it. We were talking video games, and I feel I have to express interest because if I don't, I sound racist.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because they're like, "Oh, you like Red Dead? You should try the Ghost of Tsushima. What's it called? I don't even know."
Yeah.
Now
Ghost
I-
of Tsushima.
You got it.
Yeah.
And I always go like, "Oh yeah," because if I tell them I'm not interested, it's like, "Oh."
I've been wanting to play that.
Yeah.
There is a sequel coming out, Ghost of Yotai.
That game's awesome. I think
yeah,
you'd like that one.
it's vibes
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
like very Kurosawa. Like,
Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
this guy was describing to me at the party, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm all on
Yeah.
board for what he was describing."
Cyberpunk.
I'm out.
Nope.
What is that?
All right.
What is
Even
that?
I haven't even finished that
No,
one. I still
I did
struggle.
finally finish
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Grand Theft Auto, but like futuristic.
I will
It's
say-
you know what my problem? It's first person. That's my fucking problem with it.
Oh,
person.
sure.
There's something about these
First
first person
person.
games that I just can't
I'll-
connect with.
Firewatch is first person.
I will
It
say,
is, but it's short.
Yeah.
I will say this: what I've discovered outside of Red Dead, and I play Star Wars Outlaws and stuff, but outside, I don't need to play story games. I'd rather just sit
Oh,
down for
interesting.
a finite amount of time
Okay.
and do a couple rounds or a
Okay.
game, and then I go on.
You know what he would like?
No.
If I could fucking find the game anywhere, Splinter Cell.
I'm familiar with that. I didn't play it, but I know. What you
No,
mean.
I feel like he
perhaps.
would like.
But I don't. Yeah, I used
That's
to
a
maybe
story
more
one,
than
though.
yeah.
I'm
It's
try-
not.
I'm
It's not.
trying to
And I want to
think
be
of a-
clear. I'm saying I like story. Like I think they're great. Like obviously
Mhm.
The Red Dead series. I did the first Assassin's Creed. I played Mass Effect. I'm all for it, but I think over time, like when I go home tonight and cry in the shower and then get on the couch, I'm gonna play a round of golf.
Okay. Have you ever gotten to like Rocket League or anything like that? I
tried,
just
I
started
couldn't.
that this past weekend. Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, not as good. Not as good as I am at Fortnite.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's all. So I'm not your audience, I guess. You know, you should have
Pokemon.
It's scary. I used to drive around in a friend's car. We used to catch all the Pokemons.
Oh, for the Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Did you see, by the way, Game Freak's announced like newest game that they came out with?
I saw. Yeah, it's.
I saw a lot of people's
It's
reactions.
like a fantasy game, right?
It was amazing. It was called the Beast of No Nation. No, it was Beast. It was Beast of something.
Beast of the Southern Wild.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
Beast of
another-
No
that's
Nation
another
is
movie.
that's another one too.
I did
Yeah.
another movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I
What
was
about
going
the
through
Eat
that.
Yourself a Beast?
That was. Oh, that's right.
The lion
Wasn't
movie.
he in Beast of No Nation as well?
He was no, I don't know.
Okay.
Cody.
Look it up. Look it
Yeah,
up.
Yep.
But that one was funny because like it was like this big old creature, this like Loki looking creature, and then
Yeah, he was. Fuck you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wait. What?
Yeah.
I was just like
You
being.
were- no,
I was
a trivia-
No,
I was
champion over
being
here.
careful.
Yeah.
Trivia champion. Over
Hey,
here.
we've never won Schmodown, either of us.
You never won a match, huh?
Did you win?
I only won like
No,
one or two.
I never
Yeah,
won.
I didn't.
No,
I
I
didn't. I
never
wasn't
won.
a big winner.
It was always rigged.
I won Star Wars trivia a few weeks ago at a bar.
At a bar.
It was us and one other table, but
Oh,
I won it.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's fair
good.
enough.
You've been
That's fair.
proud.
That's fair enough. That's
Yeah.
fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with games. I love games.
What about? Did you ever play Outlaws? Star Wars Outlaws?
I literally just said that.
Oh, you did. I didn't hear you. Shit. I didn't hear you say that.
I mumbled it. Yeah, I'm
You
currently.
did.
I'm currently playing it.
Oh, you currently are.
playing it.
Okay.
I was a little
Excuse
late.
me.
I didn't get it right away because it costs money.
Sure.
But
games are expensive
games are
now.
expensive. But I mostly enjoy it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the speeder
Alright.
mechanic, which I heard they replaced or fixed this last couple weeks on an update, was horrendous. And I kept crashing and yelling and screaming, and then the joy of the game vanishes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'll eventually. Yeah, I think I'll eventually do it. I was waiting for a little bit too. I didn't have too much of a desire, and then I heard it got better.
I think it's good. It's fun. The biggest problem for me is it was sold to us as a Star Wars open world game, and while there is definitely
it's
a
not?
large open world game, it is on rails
Aw.
in a way that like you can't talk.
Sorry, you were getting there.
You can't talk to anyone you're not supposed to talk to.
Aw.
You can't steal a speeder you're not supposed to steal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's like-
I'm waiting for that Star Wars like Mass Effect style.
Yeah,
game.
like
Yeah.
I mean,
You
again,
can't go to Valentine or anything.
yeah.
like that.
How many
Yeah.
times in Red Dead do I just fire it up and go like, let's go fight someone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Punch
yeah.
someone. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I like the Fallen Order and Fallen Jedi games.
Yeah,
Is
no,
the
like
Jedi.
And Outlaws has you can go play Sabacc. And
Oh, fun.
I've just sat at the tables and played Sabacc for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
All
fun.
right.
It's fun. It's fun.
Shout out.
Elizabeth says, Ken, when was the last time you joined a multiplayer game and you were the youngest guy there?
Jesus, man, come on.
Jesus, Laserbolt. Jesus.
Pew, pew.
Never. Yeah. It's no. It's been a while.
How would you know that though in these battle royales?
Yeah, how
type
would you know
games
that?
these days?
Well, I'm
Not
sure in
everyone's just
terms of
announcing
your
their
party.
age.
Yeah, in terms of there's just your
Sure.
party, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do remember when when did Battlefront 2 come out like during COVID?
No,
That was
2017.
2017.
Oh, 2?
27.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
2017,
damn. Okay, never mind. Because I remember
It's back,
playing.
baby.
I remember playing online that one for a little bit. That was a lot of fun.
It's fun to say. Yeah, I know. It's actually one of my favorite games. I just downloaded re-downloaded Battlefront 2015
Yeah.
because there's a mode on there I liked, and a friend and I are gonna play it like old times.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of my we probably talked about this, but when we all played Battlefront during Schmoes or whatever, and I believe Harloff was trying to play with us, and he couldn't figure it out. I think it was like I remember just hearing the audio.
Yeah.
The audio just in the headset of trying to figure it out.
That's so funny.
Yes, I do.
You remember this, right?
Yes.
Not just okay.
Yeah, we all played. Was it?
Yeah.
Was it online just on our own time?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we were just hanging out.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Good
It
times.
was a lot of fun.
I do remember that. 10 years ago. Yeah.
Good times.
Laserbolt wants me to fly with him on his sim nights. I just don't have a PC.
Ooh, I've been wanting to try that.
You should. If you watch Laserbolt's videos,
Okay.
every Friday night he has a Friday night flights, and he and his buddies just fly
Like
to
Flight
Flight
Simulator?
Simulator, yes.
Yeah, okay.
How? Okay.
Yeah.
How accurate are we talking time wise?
It's
Are these
really
are these
no, they fly
simulators?
real.
Are they 8-hour flights? Like what are we?
I think they choose locations
probably
that
speed it
are
up a little
closer.
bit,
Yeah. But no, they'll fly and like they're
Wow.
just they fly. They check
Okay,
their-
but Laserbolt, can you ask me this? Are you the captain? Are you the co-captain? Are you guys having conversations
Are you
with each
talking
other?
to each
Are you
other?
Oh, yeah, they
communicating?
talk.
You
Okay,
know?
just making sure
Okay,
because
yeah.
you know.
And sometimes it'll be the casual talk. Other times you'll be like Laserbolt going, all right, that's a 9 or 2-4.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
You guys
Shout out.
listen to Evanescence or anything like that?
Yeah.
You know,
Just making
you-
sure.
Oh,
these
yeah, he's
FAA
like,
regulations.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
a 9 or 2-4. We're gonna go. Wake me up.
Well, there it is. Well, Ken, we couldn't convince you. Well, maybe we got you on Firewatch. Maybe.
It's
I'm
a
gonna look
story
that up.
game, but it's short.
I'm gonna
It's
look
very
that up.
short,
I'm gonna
yes.
look that up. I'm gonna look that up.
But as we wrap it up here,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us.
Always
Thank you for
good.
bringing some sanity to us. We got a little serious, not too serious.
It started
Sometimes
serious, but there's a lot of
We got
serious
some
stuff in
fun.
the world, so you got to do that.
Gotta get serious, you
Yeah,
know.
absolutely,
We've got
absolutely.
platforms. Sometimes we feel the responsibility
There you go.
to use those platforms to speak out about the injustices in the world. So,
Indeed.
so thank you, Ken. What you got going on? Anything coming up?
Guys, just come hang out with me on the Blather. And you two are welcome to call in anytime you want to call in. I'll give you the
Hey.
link.
All right.
Force Center Goes Strong, Casualty Talk kind of back. Had some good shows this past weekend. So if you're local, come catch a show and do all the things. But I'm just kind of trying to get through the summer, so glad to be
There
here.
you go. Hot girls. It's not hot girl summer anymore. What?
No, it's not,
She killed it, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what
it is.
summer it is.
Girly Pop Nation summer. How about that?
Girly Pop
There it
Nation.
is.
That's what I'm hearing a lot about.
Period.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, cool. Yes, you can find Ken's all of his info in the description. Go support him. Go watch all of the shows. Join the Patreon. All that jazz. I'm gonna read some super chats and then we're gonna get into the Patreon shoutouts. But I do want to say Cody and I will be on Settle the Score very soon.
Oh, the Maddie knows.
I forgot we're recording this.
Yeah, I
This
know.
week,
I
that's
thought
right.
about it today. She was
Thank
like,
you for
"Oh,
the
yes,
reminder.
of course."
Yes.
I don't exactly know when that. I believe it'll be probably the next episode or so, but it'll be out within the week or two. But we'll post it. Follow us on all of our socials and stuff. Follow us on TikTok. Getting very close to 10,000. We got to
Yeah.
8.
Look at
We're at
you.
8 right
Look
now.
at you.
Very, very close. Follow us over there.
Open up some.
I think I do. I
opportunities.
don't know. I didn't know if this was the right episode. We test going live on TikTok, but I think
Oh,
we
yeah.
want to
Yeah.
try a test going live on TikTok at the same time as YouTube. So
Yeah.
might try that in the near future. But yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Check out all of our stuff. Like this video if it helps us out. Leave a comment if you're not watching it live. You're watching it in the post. We appreciate you. And hey, if you're on the go and you want to just listen to audio, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all those things. It's very helpful for us here on the show. A couple soundbites. Super chats. Bitch Boy
Bitch
sent
boy.
in a couple super chats. Thank you, sir. Ken's going to be on WikiFeed after tonight.
Yeah,
Hey,
hope
shout
so.
out.
What's up?
And then can you rank your 3 favorite Star Wars?
Do it, Ken.
Do it, Ken.
Do it.
Star Wars films. Still Empire Strikes Back. I would enjoy watching Rise of Skywalker more than watching Last Jedi, but I think Last Jedi is my favorite film of that. And then Solo, a Star Wars story.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. I say, you know what? I'd say underrated.
Mhm.
I would go A New Hope, Empire, Last Jedi.
Empire, Last Jedi, and probably A New Hope, I guess.
Ooh,
Had to think
okay.
Oh, I
about
thought
that.
you were going to say
Yeah.
Catalyst, a
Hey,
Rogue One novel.
hey.
Bitch Boy also sent in top 3 faves for him: Rise of Skywalker, Revenge of the Sith, and Shattered Empire. What's Shattered Empire again?
I do believe that is a comic run that came out. It's like a 4
Oh.
or 5
Oh, are we
issue.
just talking about Star Wars stories then? Because
Oh,
I would put
Lost
Andor
Stars.
up there as well.
Oh, Andor I would have put up there. I would have put Skeleton Crew up there as well.
Yeah.
I love Skeleton Crew.
It's great.
Yeah.
Lost Stars, great book.
Yeah.
Oh,
Great book. All right.
All right.
There you go.
Thank you, bitch boy.
Thank you, bitch boy. Appreciate it. That's a good soundbite. Every single week we give a Patreon shout out for all of our $15 and up. It's a lot of fun. We love it. We love the support. We love all of you. Aaron Woodley.
Yeah.
Alec M.S. Young.
What's your cream ratio?
Arcadio Castellanos. Billy Storley. Bobby Mitchell.
Poissy, 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 reine. Poissy, 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 reine.
Brian D, excuse me.
Normally, I curve to the left.
Chris Jones.
I trust the meat that's given to me.
Sidney Perez. RFK Jr. got me like. Sorry.
Did you just? Oh, he trusted me.
Do it again.
Sorry. I trust the meat that's given to me.
RFK Jr. got me like.
Good.
FS1138. Giuseppe. Harley Payne. John Noto.
Listen. I felt I'm like 50. I batted 500. Jesus.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're in the new movie.
Yes.
Yeah, RB3 told us about
yeah.
that. Fuck, forgot to
Quarter
ask
Life
you.
Crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
You gotta get Cade to come by.
Carlos Soderbeck. Cat Markham. Kyle Johnson. Maris Thornton. Michael Bittner. Nick Wade. Senior Film. Sergio Castaneda. Sheridan Ponce. Stephanie Merritt. Stefan Zalosi. Terry Stockwell. That zapped us kind of sounds like me during COVID when we were watching stuff.
Which one?
Oh.
That does
You know what I
sound
mean?
just like
When I would go like,
Oh, I gotta find a side by side. That does sound just like you.
TJ Jones.
Where the hell was I? Oh, dude, this guy.
Hey, make sure you play.
That's me during COVID.
Make sure you play Guzzlord.
Yeah.
Make sure you play Guzzlord.
Yeah.
Tyler Eklund. And finally, Riley Todd. Christ.
Sorry, Ken.
All right, folks. Thank you all.
Sorry.
We appreciate every single one
Half
of you.
of those were Pokemon, by the way.
We hope we can bring a little bit of light in the darkness that is the world we're living in right now. So please be safe. Take care of each other. Be good. Have empathy for other people. And just take it one day at a time. Hopefully, I would say everything's going to be okay. But now I'm just going to say hopefully everything's going to be okay. So thank you all. Appreciate you. All love, one love, Quest love. Thank you all. And we'll see you all next time. I gotta text Alex. He might be on the show.
Hello.
He just had a show too.
Quarter Life Crisis Code. You gotta get Cade up.
Yeah, we've never been on the show before. That'd be fun.
Shout out. Get him on the show.
Yeah. The food was on last week. We talked about it. Praised you,
It
obviously.
was a lot of fun.
All right. Make sure you follow us on all the things. Help us get to 10,000 followers on TikTok. We're almost there. Get up there on Instagram as well. Get us up to 5,000. We're getting there. Please listen to us on audio. Thank you all. Appreciate you. Be safe. Bye.